You know what? Yes, I'm gonna go with that.
My patron is Oz. Okay, great.
Okay.
Is that an option?
I don't know. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it later.
Rewrite the entire campaign.
So,
Don't talk to my patron this session. Got it?
Windmill slang
I mean, you
guest.
can. I'll just make some shit up, so it's all good.
Hey, did you
All right.
change your personality?
No.
This is not who I met, who I signed that contract with.
Oh yeah, that was Jimmy. He's my assistant. We are Legion, and there's multiple ones of us.
All right,
Yikes.
friends, are you
Who was
ready
a
to play some
contract signed by proxy?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I'm ready to play.
Annie? All right. So, friends, welcome back to D&D. Before we really dig into everything, I just wanted to thank you all for showing up today and
I
playing some
just
fucking
lost all
D&D with me.
Discord sounds.
Uh-oh. Can you hear us now, Jordan?
I can. I don't know.
Great. Okay.
What
So before we really get into everything, we just spent 20 minutes playing with Foundry. We have a new shiny toy here, and I know it's going to be strange, but bear with me on some of this. We will learn as we go, just like we did with Roll20. It'll be kind of a learning curve, but it's okay because we're starting out at a low level, and y'all don't have a whole lot on your sheets except for some of you fucking artificers. Anyways, so
I apologize for nothing.
I just wanted to kind of welcome everybody back. It's been a while since Ashwinter ended, and I have greatly missed all of you. 2020 was a fucking awful year. 2021 is shaping up to mostly just be a meme, so that's better than awful.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no memes going on this week.
No memes going on this week. Listen, all I'm saying is that there was a character in my games named Robin Hood. And anyway, so friends,
To the moon, friend. To the moon.
this is going to be a brand new campaign, a brand new style of campaign. It is called a West Marches campaign. So a lot of you have already talked to me about this, but just briefly going over it, West Marches campaigns are basically decentralized episodic campaigns where every session doesn't have really all that much to do with the previous sessions. You go to a central area, you have a central town that you explore from, and then you complete missions. It's kind of like an MMO, really. That means that people that want to miss sessions, you are free to miss sessions without holding the group back. You are free to, and you're not going to miss much story if you do either. There is an overarching story, but it is just kind of there in the background, this little thread that pops up every now and then. And so you're not going to miss just a ton of story. We also will have session reports. We'll have many different things to help you kind of keep up with that. And we also have something called expeditions for those of you that do have to miss during a 2-week period. So every 2 weeks a new expedition forms and goes out, and it's basically like a session that you weren't really there for. Your character kind of goes and does some stuff, you get some loot, some experience, etc. I will also say that we are using experience. We're using a really weird type of experience that I don't know a lot about yet, so I'm still researching it and learning how this system works. Mostly because default experience in West Marches campaigns doesn't work at all. This is like a big party pool, so keep that in mind. Additionally, we have some new players. So Tyler is new to not the Discord, but to our campaign. So welcome, Tyler. And additionally, Ark, who is not here tonight, is new to our campaigns, though he's guested before. Just want to go over some things here. The Midnight Inn is a place for everyone. We really only have 3 rules, and they are: don't be a dick. Don't post any not safe for work images like porn, gore, or anything like that. Please, for the love of God, I will strike you down with great vengeance and furious anger. And also just in general, kind of be kind to people. We like love and peace and good vibes here, and that's what we're all here for. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions about spell rulings or anything like that, we do have a whole document that will go over those. And also, if you want to ask any questions, feel free to ask in the Discord, or you can DM me directly. That goes for all of you. You all know this, but just going over the spiel. Oh my God, Steven's banned. Sorry, gotta ban you. He put like ASCII boobs.
Yeah.
That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, the only reason I even have that rule, really, the gore thing, is mostly because I don't fucking see it. But the no not safe for work stuff is we do have a couple people that are potentially still under 18 in here, and I want to make sure that this is a safe place for them too. So, God damn it, what a poop! That's great.
Yeah,
So
protect
yeah.
me.
Fucking protect me. So yeah, without further ado, let us jump in to The Dawn Rises. I am super excited for this. Let me go ahead and get some notes up real quick. And let's see here. So, let me take a drink. Oh, also something that's not in our house rules, and it's kind of been an unofficial rule before I get into all this. Alcohol. You can drink a little bit. Do not drink much at my table, please. We have had some problems.
Well,
Some of them from me.
Oh, I thought it was Will.
Well,
both of
Will
us.
also.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
well,
no, it was
there's
Will.
also been other people. But yeah, Will too. Anyways, so just keep that in mind.
Listen,
alcohol is
just to be
fine.
clear,
Don't go overboard.
I
If you're-
remember Ren one night asking me after a session, "Hey, what happened last night? Because I don't remember."
I had to fill her in the entire time.
Okay,
When
so
the DM
just to
doesn't
be
remember.
clear though, right? If we're playing Way
Mhm.
of the Drunken Master, we're allowed to get obliterated to RP, correct?
I think you have to actually.
It's a house rule now. It's a requirement.
It's a house rule.
I mean, it works
Yeah,
in real
so-
life, so you might as well, you know.
It's true. It's true. So-
I guess I used that stunning strike.
Oh, stun them. Anyway, all right, friends. So, every morning, the dawn rises and the mountain calls. Its wail can be heard by everyone on the island, and for those brief moments, it's the only thing that exists. This place is a sanctum of strange magics and stranger happenstance. The serenity of the cool forests and bright meadows is offset by the feeling that something is different here. Something is wrong. The mountain never fails to call. The commissioner says it's a magical anomaly. The arcanist says it's a warning. Sometimes, during the call, you can see smoke or steam rising from its base, like an upside-down volcano. It fills the forests and crags surrounding the mountain and blocks out any hope of seeing beyond. I am heading to the mountain today. There is something wrong here. It's a letter from Valhalla to Commissioner Merrick, which the commissioner has posted on his public board just outside his quarters. We begin our story in the month of harvest, when it is cool and the world is cheering for another year of prosperity and plenty. The cold tongue of moonlight leers in the background, but it is not yet present. You have had a hard journey at sea. Weeks ago, you departed from the shores of Nye on a galleon headed for the Isle of Moors. The journey was hard, but only half as taxing as what came after. A 3-day ride in Valian longships, the only vessels fit to navigate the shallow waters to come. You arrive today, the day of victory, on the stone-ridden shores of Dragon's Tooth, this newly discovered island. A small welcoming party greets you, gives you provisions, gives you food, and shows you to your quarters. You quickly meet the provisioner, Riddlederick, a boisterous, loud, probably very drunken dwarf who claps you on the back, pulls you in, and says, "I'm thinking you're needing some packs of food. You're looking scrawny, let's get you over here." And pulls you into the provisioner's office to outfit you with a provisioner's kit and all of the necessities for living life here on Dragon's Tooth. The settlement has already been here for several weeks at this point, and it has grown into something resembling a small town at, now it's pretty well developed. A wall encircles the entire city. You can see that there are guards posted along its walls. Even here, in kind of this twilight of dusk that you've landed in, you feel that this is probably one of the few safe harbors on the island. The boats you came in undock and head back on their perilous journey upriver with oars, and you kind of look at the rowers with this moment of sorrow and pity because they are about to have a very, very, very hard day. You are shown to your quarters, and each of you gets a night of rest and sleep, dreaming of the smell of sea salt and the feeling of the boat quietly rocking underneath your feet. A few days pass here on the island. You are not the only adventurers that have arrived. There are, in fact, quite a few. There are all of you who kind of, at this point, have started getting to know each other, in addition to probably upwards of a dozen more adventurers that have heeded the call. Some of you are here on official guild business. Some of you are here as a mercenary being paid by the Velian Commission in order to make some money. It's paying very well, and of course, you have a blade, you might as well sell it. Others are here for their own reasons, be that mysterious or very plain as day. But all of you are here for some sort of reason. You each kind of meet over the next few days, getting to know each other. As you're going to be working together, you might as well know each other. So let's start off. Eve, do you want to describe your character?
Me?
Of course you.
I would rather you do it.
You want me to? No, you can't even do that. Stop that spirit. We don't mention that name here. We don't talk about that character here. That's off limits. Go away.
I'm
So-
sorry.
You see a younger woman, probably in her mid-20s. She usually dresses fairly simply and looks almost ghostly. She's very pale. She has dark hair, and she kind of moves with this almost spiritual air around her. She's usually somewhat quiet, but when you start talking to her, she does kind of open up a little bit. And you've caught her doing some strange things occasionally. She seems to be a bit of a misnomer. Jordan, do you want to describe your character?
Perfect.
Yeah, sure. My character, his name is Jedediah Bartholomew Smith. He is a tall, probably about 6'3", tanned man, obviously from the sun. He has long brown hair that hangs past his shoulder, carries a sword on his left side, and then one sword across his back.
Excellent, excellent. And then Sam.
Well, you kind of have to look down, but you see this 2.5 foot tall, huge mouse. I mean, it's a big mouse. Like you think it's a rat, but it's not. No, he has a very soft eyes. You see kind of this like air of hope and potential. This is like, oh, this young kid here, just like, you know, he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's happy to be there. He's just happy to be there. His name is Treyan, and comes from a small village, and just here for adventure, and just wants to just to test his mettle. He believes he has a destiny to fulfill.
Perfect. Okay. And yeah, and beast folk are not unheard of. There is an entire country filled with them just to the north of where most of you are probably from. So, all right. Ara.
Oh, lordy. All right.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know how much I can actually go into.
Just describe your appearance in general.
Yeah. So she's about 5'7". Very. Let me find the picture. Hang on. That way I can actually describe it.
You can right-click your character and then view token artwork. By the way.
Oh, I actually had the picture brought up so that I had like a higher.
That works too.
Blonde hair. 5'7". Carries a sword, shield, and a lot of tools, like wrenches hanging from her belt. She's got on her backpack, you can see like screwdrivers and other various assortments of tools sticking out all over the place. Very sort of haphazardly, like placed in there, almost like as if it was rushed.
Very steampunk.
Yeah. Next to her is a automaton that wields a sword and a shield. The picture that is there currently is not accurate. I figured out how to do the token editing, so
Does tokenizer work for you?
it does. Yeah, for
It did not
him,
change the character art, so
I haven't finished it yet. I'm in the process. Of
okay.
that.
Good to know.
So the automaton, kind of decked out in some armor, has a sword, a shield. If you've ever seen, have you ever played like Skyrim? Imagine the Dwemer stuff from there. That's very
hell
much
yeah.
Oh yeah.
what he
yeah,
looks like.
Okay.
That's very evocative. I like that.
Yeah. So very, very Dwemer style sort of guardian that is always with her. And occasionally emits very, various scents, lavender being the most prominent.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can do that. That's like
Yeah.
an ability that you have.
Yeah.
I always smell my best.
I cast perfume.
I like to imagine, those the scents you would put in plug in the wall, and every 30 minutes
Yes.
like emits a puff.
Yeah.
Imagine one of those on your back
Yes.
constantly just.
It's not from me. It's from the automaton next to
Oh,
me.
sorry,
That's right.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a little container that
So
you
it
have to
just
switch
is
out
one of those
every so often.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
She's got blonde hair, boots that go up to about her mid thighs, made of leather, and wears a very long scarf that drapes down behind her.
So
Excellent.
I'm assuming it's this one right here then.
Yes.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Sorry, just
Also-
trying to put names to faces.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna also just go back really quickly. Sam, you gave your character's name, and Jordan, you gave your character's name. Eve, what's your character's name?
Her name is technically Drifting Seeker, but you can just call her Seeker. That's the name she would give
Okay.
to people.
And
Gotcha.
that's this one right here, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
The pretty one.
They're all pretty. And then, and then, Ara, what is your character's name?
My character's name is Melrinya Hathesford, and her steel defender's name is Pablo.
Excellent.
Pablo?
Pablo.
Mhm.
Pueblo, got it. Pueblo.
Pablo.
Go for it.
All right. Spirit, describe your character for me.
Oh no, wait, I wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready either, being put on the spot like
I'm going
that.
alphabetically.
God damn it.
My character is blonde, and she always has her hair kind of tied up with pieces of fabric. Looks about to be the height of a human, but you can see sometimes her ears popping out from behind her hair, as she does leave some in the front down. She doesn't. You also notice that she never uses the same dagger twice in a row.
Excellent.
And as well, she tends to carry around a lot of different alchemist stuff, notably things for potions. And her name is Aurelie.
Aurelie. I was wondering how to pronounce it. I wasn't going to try until you said it. Aurelie. Okay.
Aurelie.
I like that a lot better than what I was going to say because I was like, Orly?
Oh,
Okay, perfect. Aurelie. Listen, I hate this, but I am from the South. When I see a name like that, I'm like, that's Orly.
No,
Okay.
I get it.
All right, so Tyler, do you want to describe your character? Fucking buff ass elf.
Yeah. So obvious. So only because he's the standard pretty tall, being 6'1", and
Excellent.
obviously doesn't look like your average elf, and he's a high elf, so he's definitely not average by any means, but he's also not like super buff. He is trim buff, but he definitely has a world weariness that seems to be about him being fairly young by elf standard. But even though he's fairly young by elf standard, still being 51 is still a lot of experience.
Oh, yeah.
And for those of you that have potentially talked to him throughout the course of your journey, he seems to quickly understand other people whenever you talk to him, but also at the same time isn't afraid to let someone else understand him as well.
Perfect.
And so his full name is Kalteak but he also will go Kalteak Karatas, and he also goes by Call. And
Okay.
because I really want everyone to know this, if you have trouble making names, take 2 words and translate them into another language.
It works. So listen, you're stealing my fucking technique because that's how I make half my names.
That's how
Yes,
I
I'm
made
so
you.
glad someone else does this because I want everyone to know that his name is basically a bastardization of damage abundance in another language.
Nice.
Excellent. I love that. Listen, if you ever want a language that just sounds brutal and weird, pick Tygger. It is such a strange, awesome language.
Yeah.
I have a great list of old Norse words if anybody needs them for
Oh
that.
yeah, perfect. All right. So Cole, welcome, and then go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I don't want to interrupt anything. Continue.
Okay, perfect. And then Steven.
Okay, so Gunrik's he's a big guy. 7 feet tall.
Mhm.
He has to crouch under some doorways.
Yeah, a lot of the doorways in here are built for humans.
Right, exactly. So his skin is a light avocado green color. He's about 40
Excellent.
years old. And he weighs like around 355 pounds. He's always he has a helmet on, just your typical medieval helmet, but it like offers him no bonuses whatsoever.
Perfect.
He's literally just wearing it because he thinks it makes him look like a hero.
Ah, that's a cool trait. I like that.
And he's always seen with his there's always a donkey by him. And he is seen quite often speaking to the donkey.
I like this character. Excellent.
I forgot to mention my character Jedediah looks pretty haggard, but also young at the same time. He's maybe in his 30s or early 40s, and he always has a bear claw on a rope hanging around his neck like a necklace.
We talking about like
Gotcha.
an actual edible bear claw or a bear claw?
No, like he went out in the woods, killed a bear, took his claw.
Oh,
type thing.
okay. All right. Thought we were
Sounds
talking
nice.
about
I dig
pastries
that.
here.
Yeah.
So, as you all meet each other and kind of get to know each other, Gunrik, you will be happy to know, and you also meet the other people that are here on the island. The island has a wide number of individuals on it. There's probably upwards of 100 people here in Traveler's Rest, the name of this home that you have come to know, and that you will probably be here for several months, if not maybe years. As you kind of start to meet the leadership of this island, there are a couple of individuals that are particularly important. Number one, you meet Merrick, Commissioner Merrick, as he kind of requires everyone to call him. He is a bit of a stickler. Ex-military. Merrick is 100% the kind of old grizzled veteran coming out of retirement to do another job. His name is Merrick Martingale, and he's the commissioner of the Valian Exploration Commission, which is the kind of company that is currently in charge of this expedition here. He is the chief officer on Dragon's Tooth. He's leader of the current expedition. He's an old male human, at least you assume he's a human. He looks very human, of Valian origin, and he's kind of renowned as well. He spent his life as a soldier and scout for the Valian Defense Corps before transferring over to the Exploration Commission, where he's really made quite a name for himself. He's very good at what he does. Just your initial impression of him, he's got an excellent sense of intuition, a strange sense of humor, as he seems to laugh at just weird things that nobody would laugh at. And then he obviously very much has a love for the wilderness. Additionally, just after a short conversation with him, you can tell he's very much a subject matter expert on survival. He knows what he's talking about. He is in charge here, and he kind of runs the place. He is no nonsense, and the first time you talk to him, he is in his little war room, which everybody is allowed to enter. Commoners' clothes offer no bonus. Correct. He's in his little war room.
Right,
Yep, that's that guy right there. He's in his little war room, which everybody is allowed to enter, the kind of main hall. Everyone's allowed to come in here, but there are guards in here, and if you do bother him, he will remove you. You also meet Wit, the Arcanist. She is, like, immediate impression, she's insane. She gives off very mad scientist vibes. She does not like people bothering her. She generally keeps her door shut, and if you bother her, she will absolutely light you on fire temporarily. Very powerful mage. A lot of people in the island don't really like her. She has a terrible reputation, but she's also got a reputation as somebody that knows what they're doing and is probably one of the most skilled mages that anyone will ever meet. Next to Wit's house, actually, though, is Lazari, who is kind of Wit's, like, neutral good twin. Lazari is the kind of chief scholar on the island. She is clearly a very, very intelligent individual, and she is always happy to chat about scholarly things over a glass of tea and some cookies. You also meet Quinn Woodleaf. He is the survival expert, other than Merrick, within the camp, and he teaches people how to survive in the wilderness. He's a human male, pretty plain guy. He doesn't talk a lot, but he's very good at what he does. You meet Ridhul Derek, who is probably the most boisterous and loud and in-your-face individual you have ever met. He is a short dwarf. He's constantly drunk, you can tell. He's got, the big red nose, very generic fantasy dwarf. And he always pulls you in for a quick hug anytime you come to visit him. He is the provisioner here, and he is in charge of selling very basic goods. Yeah, very, very much a Jordan character. His name is Ridhul Derek, but because of his very thick accent, many people call him the Derrig. And that's generally what he's referred to by. And you meet a slew of other individuals on the island. There are smiths, there are craftsmen, just a handful of extremely talented individuals that seem to have made their home here. Additionally, Gunrik, you'll be happy to know, you meet the chef. Her name is Snack Tuskwolf, and she is an orcish chef who has made her home here. She is the head chef, and she's very much not one for people messing with her food. And some people don't understand her food. She says this. Some people don't get orcish cuisine, but you, of course, every dish she serves, it's just like home. So, a wide number of individuals on the island. Like I said, there's probably 100+ people here in total, including the guards, the other adventurers, which you will meet in good time. There are several others. And additionally, kind of game note here, these adventurers will level up with the party as you go. There, like I said, there will be a pool of party XP, and once that hits 100, the whole party levels up. Everyone on the island levels up at that point, or all the adventurers do. And these adventures are used during sessions where people, less than 4 people show up. So if only 2 people want to have a session that week, that's fine. We can actually run a session like that. I do have NPCs that will run with the party, and we actually have a system for adventures, so it works out pretty well. Anyways, a couple days into your stay here at Traveler's Rest, Merrick calls several of you into the war room. You are all drawn in, and the guards kind of close the door behind you, and he kind of stands up to his full height. Pretty tall guy. Looks rather haggard. He has this big, full beard and just stark white hair. And he speaks up. I need people. And right now, I think you'll do. I have a mission for all of you. This will be your first assignment here on Dragon's Tooth under my command. As of this moment, there is a very important member of our family missing. Her name is Valhalla. She is a tiefling, blue skin, wild, chaotic temperament, heavy armor. She's very talented. She's here on behalf of several different religious orders, which she seems to be enamored with. Several days ago, she turned in a letter. This letter was her way of telling me that she is tired of my command, I suppose, but nonetheless, she has gone off on her own into a dangerous area. This is against my express orders. We were waiting for an appropriate party to explore this place. And he kind of brings you all over to this map, and he shows you the map of Dragon's Tooth, which I do apologize, I don't have the full thing quite ready yet, but I will soon. You are at the southern end of Dragon's Tooth at kind of this point marked as Traveler's Rest, and surrounding you is this vast amount of forest. But just directly north to the forest, there is this kind of murky swampland, and you can see that it's filled with willow trees. You can see that they're all marked on the map itself. This, and he points to the forest surrounding you, is the Emerald Arms. This, and he points to the willows, is the Willow Grove. The Willow Grove currently is off limits. Our scouting parties that enter this area do not come back. We believe that this place is filled with monsters. We are not sure which kinds, but we are not ready to find out. Valhalla has gone through the Willow Grove, at least I believe she has. I want you to confirm this for me. Her last sighting was a few miles just north of Traveler's Rest. Your job is to track her through the forest. If you find her, bring her home. If you don't, I need confirmation that she's gone into the willows and not somewhere else. Can you do this?
I think we can do it for you, sir. We're gonna give it a good shot, and
Excellent.
and I'd like to have a point when I get back, if you don't mind. I've never had one before, and
Did someone fart? Is that what that noise is?
How much each for all of us?
1,000 gold ahead.
1,000 gold ahead.
We can
Which,
keep-
just as a note,
Of
something
our
that I haven't
heads or
brought
of the heads we bring back?
of your heads, 1,000 gold each.
We can
Uh-huh.
keep anything we find.
Of course. Yes.
Okay.
As long as
Okay.
it doesn't belong directly to Valhalla.
As a mercenary veteran for myself, what I know, how generous is that gold offer?
It's fairly generous.
Right.
It's, this seems like a straightforward, search and rescue mission, and 1,000. Well, it's 1,000 silver. You said gold. It's 1,000 silver. 1,000 silver is quite a bit of money. That's that's what the average soldier makes in like 2 months, 3 months. So it's a good pay.
Do we have a journal, like where we can write notes anywhere?
No, but I can give you one.
That
Just a
would
second
be
here.
Quite useful.
Ooh.
Yes, please.
Let's see here. Okay, all right. Put a X in chat if you happen to want a journal for notes.
Which is
Did
exactly.
you see my Discord message as well?
I did. I will change it when I get the chance.
Ooh. I just rolled the unknown.
Okay, and then see, so that was Jordan, and then oh god, all of you. Okay, got it. Let's see, Steven wants one, and then Spirit. Okay, so give me just a second here. These take longer to create than in Roll20, but it's more responsive on the interface, which is always
hell
nice.
Yeah.
So nice.
And you can make tables in it, and it doesn't glitch out.
Oh yeah, the text editor is incredible. It's not there yet. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I logged in early to get mine because I had to make a table.
She did. She was like, "Give me my journal." I was like, "Fuck you." All right, and then Sam's journal. Okay,
Even got a spot for mission reports.
I do, and I will go over mission reports later. So let's see. Do I have
I'll admit
everybody?
my journal.
Jordan. Oh, okay. All right, and so I think I've got everybody, and then I'm gonna go ahead and assign these to y'all. Give me 1 second. So Ara, this is yours. This is Jordan's. Let's see, where are you at? There you are. This one is Sam's.
Yes, please. Like this. Need to make
And
backgrounds for
then
these.
Steven's. Where are you? There you are. All right, gotcha. I've got all your journals in the journal tab. You can see it up at the top. It's right in the middle. It's an open book.
And it was the Willow Grove, and what was the other area?
The Emerald Arms is the forest that surrounds you. It's basically just this massive forest of oak trees, more or less. And then directly north of the Emerald Arms, it kind of turns into marshy swampland, and then just this huge willow forest. And it's called the Willow Grove.
And that was the one that's infested with monsters. That's off limits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Willow Grove is off limits currently.
The Willow Grove.
I will have a map for y'all next session, I promise.
Oh, all good.
I have the map done, but I was trying to set it up in Foundry, and I haven't figured out map notes yet. I'm working. And what did you say, Spirit?
Where are the journals?
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
I found it in the 5th tab over our chat. The one that looks like a book. There's a folder.
I didn't
called
assign
Player
hers.
Journals.
Oh.
Oh.
I was
What
like,
was-
There you go.
Thank
What
you.
was the sheriff dude's name?
I'm sorry, who?
the guy that we're talking to that we're getting the job from?
Commissioner Merrick, and I will actually put him in your let's see here, configure permissions, all players, limited. Okay, so if you, oops, I hate that it moves stuff. That's so annoying.
Yeah.
So if you look under characters now, you should see a folder called named NPCs. Within that is faction leaders, and you should see Merrick Martingale.
Can I do this? I'm gonna try something.
So
Oh, I need to make a DD and D6. 3d6.
And we don't need to do this right now. It's not important right now. But can we just get a list of the other people you introduced, like after the session?
yes,
For
I sure will. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't want to ask the spelling of the lady. I was like, just crazy mage, because
I'll-
that's what she is.
I'll give you a full list of everybody.
Yeah.
In fact, hold on. Are you ready? Watch your fucking character folder. Watch this shit. Roll20 can't do this, motherfuckers. Hold on. Configure permissions. No change. Limited. Boom.
Oh
Goods and
god.
services.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that. That's so good. So at some point, these are all shopkeepers, basically. So at some point, you'll be able to buy items directly from their sheet.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
many of them.
What the fuck? That's so cool.
So
Yep.
it's which character are we going for?
You're going for Valhalla, which you don't have a handout for right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm gonna delete this section out of my journal
Oh, I meant.
because I no longer need it.
Okay. You meant what?
I meant the person that we need to go find. Her name?
Valhalla, which
Yeah,
you don't have a
Valhalla.
handout for.
Okay.
Yep, her name is Velhala.
Okay.
Not Gunrik, Stephen. I want to fuck Tristan Morfault. Me too. What? Hold on. I imagine Gunrik says that, and then you're just like, no, that's me. All right, so from here, you all accept the mission that you are given, and it is pretty early in the morning at this point. And then you gather together, gather your things, spend probably the better part of an hour preparing for this before you finally head out. You have a very loose map of the Emerald Arms and a general idea of where she was sighted. And as you begin to head into the forest, let me go ahead and pull up my notes for the session.
And she was
Side note.
spotted going into the willow. He said that she probably went into the willow grove, right?
She was heading towards the willow when they last spotted her.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But it's
he
off
thinks she
limits.
went into the willow grove. Yes, it is off limits. And people have whispered about the willows occasionally in the couple days that y'all have been here. Don't go to the willows. They say people die there, etc., etc., etc. So
One can only hope.
it's already It's already got like a reputation about it. So the Willow Grove definitely is a place that even Merrick, when Merrick doesn't want to send people there, it's probably a fucking fucked up place. All right, so let's see here. Pull up my session notes. Side note: preparing these sessions, like, it's really easy compared to other sessions. Just throwing that out there. I love it. All right, great. So you all depart and begin heading north. The gates to Traveler's Rest open to you, and the guards secure them behind you as you leave. A kind of moment of apprehension takes some of you, as you know that the Emerald Arms directly around you is mostly safe, but you also know that it's only been here, the Traveler's Rest has only been here a few weeks, and that the Emerald Arms, and Dragon's Tooth in general, has a reputation for monsters. Who knows what you will find in this strange forest? As you begin to kind of explore the forest, heading north, trying to track Valhalla, I need somebody to roll me a survival check to see if they can pick up any kind of real trail.
Ooh, I got this.
Anybody got
for it.
proficiency for advantage?
First roll.
14. Okay. With a 14, you search for a while.
Oh, shit! I was muted. I was gonna ask if I could guide.
Oh, that's
it.
okay. Okay, sorry. You search for a while, and For a little bit, there's no luck, and you're good at tracking people, but Valhalla has covered her tracks, you can tell. Eventually, though, you do find where it looks like she may have rested for a while, as there is a very distinct kind of padded down bunch of moss near a tree, and you have a fairly good sense of smell, in particular, Jedediah, and this definitely smells similar to kind of the you've picked up the same smell from the war room before. So,
Okay.
knowing that you're on the right track, you continue north, kind of going over some bushes. There's a large boulder that blocks your path, and you have to kind of find a way around it. The trees get really dense occasionally, and you can go through them. Gunrik, you in particular have a little bit of difficulty as you have to find ways to get your donkey through there. At one point, you have to pick him up and throw him over these two trees that have grown together, and you can't really get him through the underbrush. You throw him over and then rush to the other side and catch him. And he's
Goes where I go.
the donkey's just like, whoa! It makes that exact noise. But continuing north, you walk with tracking and walking and exploration, it's probably the better part of an hour now. Maybe 2. Yeah, 2 hours. You find yourself in a kind of opened up path as the forest becomes less sparse. You see the earth beneath, though there is still plenty of plant life. You finally see some actual ground, and the canopy opens up a little bit. And you found this kind of minor clearing. In this clearing, you do see on the ground there are a set of tracks. You're fairly certain that Valhalla has been through here. And as you're examining these tracks, you do hear something. The ground underneath you shakes somewhat for just a moment before bursting out from the soil below. A set of massive insectoids seems to have found you and maybe considered you their prey. So let me go ahead and pull open first combat of...
Joke's on them.
Joke's on them. I eat bugs for breakfast.
I rolled the
Literally.
unknown. This is going to hurt.
What did you roll before? I don't know how your fucking shit works.
Yeah, I rolled during that scene.
Okay, gotcha. Let me get the map open. Forgive me for some slowness here. This shit's complicated.
Ren,
Can I-
it's okay. I'm. Most of us are bloody confused. with
I'm
where
always
it is.
confused.
Insects are not very
You
intelligent.
do not
Give
own
me a
any
second.
token
Any
vision
token-
in this
yeah.
team.
This is correct.
Which
Hold
is
on.
That is correct.
I
That would
wouldn't-
be an
Technically, I
accurate
rolled
assessment.
during the
Oh wait, Ark's not here.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I rolled while we were
I
in
wouldn't
camp.
have said anything, but it told me
Wait.
twice.
I'm sorry.
No,
Wait,
it's
hold
not
on.
your fault.
Oh, did it show you my private roll?
No,
it
gives
says
question marks.
Privately
Question
rolled
marks.
from dice, and then question marks everywhere.
Oh, that's
yeah,
fucking
that's
dope.
meant to
Okay.
happen.
Cool. All right, excellent. That's good to know. Hold on, not done yet. I'm placing your tokens on the map one at a time. I will let you position yourselves, and then we will.
What do you mean
We
you're
will-
not done yet?
I'm not done yet.
Phew! Sorry.
Don't do. Oh wait, no, never mind. Don't listen to me.
Okay, and then where is Call? There he is. Hold on, I just put Call right on top. Okay, so you should all have vision now. Let me know if you do not, please.
All I see is my token and blackness around it.
Oh, you must not have
It
very
is
high.
daylight right now, so yeah, you don't have dark vision as a mouse folk, by the way. Most of you did not have dark vision, and then half you switched to Elder Chat app. It was pretty funny.
Oh, shit.
Let me adjust the scene because it is daylight right now. Give me just a second here.
Is there a dice roller? Just quick question. Sorry.
No.
There's
Not yet.
So we have
Yeah,
to
it is.
Okay.
Working on it. Working on it.
No, there is actually a you can, if I remember correctly, there is a button you can click, right? For
No,
oh, there is not. I thought
No.
there
there
was.
is no actual dice roller that I can find, anyways. If you
I was
happen to
messing
find
with
one,
it.
please let me know.
The only dice roller is when you do a multi-attack or something. But
Yeah. It's something that I'm still working on. So one of the greatest things about Foundry is that it's module supported. So I can just find, somebody somewhere has made a module that allows you to roll whatever the fuck dice you want with a button click. I'll find it and I'll just install it, and then you'll all have access to it
just
instantly.
gotta make sure there's no conflicts
Like,
with the existing ones.
You guys are not experiencing base Foundry right now. I have 47 modules installed.
How do I target something?
To target something, you can hover over and press T. That is not base function. That's a module.
Okay, so I can't.
These are allies.
Gotcha.
Yeah, these are allies. Yeah. You can't target player characters.
What the heck? Oh.
Okay, give me 1 second here.
I can target player characters.
Yeah,
What?
Really?
Yeah. See, I just sent it in the thing too.
Oh, weird. Okay, I don't know.
How did you
I don't know.
send that?
So you target them, but you can only do one at a time, it seems. And
Yeah.
then if you click on the little player head, and then down at the very bottom of all those macros, there's one that has like a finger pointing down. You click that. Yeah. And
Okay,
it says,
gotcha.
I'm targeting this person.
Neat. Also, something you will all notice is if you click your token, this is very important for combat because this makes Roll20 instantly suck. It already kind of did, but anyways, if you click your token and look in the top left corner, there is a tool belt. It will show you every bit of your inventory, all of your actions, all of your bonus actions, any spells that you have prepared, your features, your skills and saves, your checks, everything. Shows you any active effects that you have. It lets you roll initiative. It lets you take a short rest. You can control every single thing that you can do on your sheet from this little tool belt. So that's handy as a motherfucker. Anyway, all right. So position yourselves here as you please. I will mark the tracks. I'm just gonna put a little How do I do this?
See the bugs yet?
No, because you would have been investigating the tracks when this happened. So position yourselves how you would be when you were investigating the tracks. They go in that direction.
Which direction? East to west or west to east?
Sorry, they go to the east.
Okay, so I would have been like
at the end of the tracks. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna start some music.
What's this dog? Oh, is that the?
That's actually our Steel Defender. It's gonna be a little tiny knight next time.
Yeah,
which I think is
This is like an onion knight.
So like I couldn't actually save the changes, but I can actually go into the token editor and stuff and like fuck around with it, but it wasn't letting me save it for some reason.
So this is the Steel Defender, and this is the donkey.
That's the donkey.
Donkey.
Wait, oh my god, hold on, you're a fucking orc with a goddamn no.
It makes so much sense now.
God damn it.
It took a lot less time than I thought it was gonna take.
Oh god.
Hey, where's the swamp at?
Took me a second, then I was like, wait a minute. Oh, damn it.
Fucking swamp.
I was dying during his character introduction.
Dude, I was not fucking prepared for that. I was not ready.
So that's why you added the additional description of what he looked like.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Oh god, I'm crying. Oh, I just suddenly realized I was like, why do you carry this donkey? Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry. Great.
Why did you just draw that line?
How are you drawing? Sorry.
Sorry, there is a draw tool for some people. I don't know if y'all can draw it. It's over on the left-hand side. It's a little pencil.
Nope.
What's it look like? Nope. Okay.
You don't have it. Okay, great. All right, I will
only.
look into that later. Okay, let's go ahead and get some music going. In terms of music, we're using our same playlist that we had in Roll20. However, some of the songs are not in that playlist anymore. They are songs that we apparently have to purchase a license to. Didn't know that at the time. I just had them on my computer, and I don't have a license to them. So I'm going to go ahead and get a license to them before I put them into Foundry. So
that's why I lost my Twitch account. God.
Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. No, I don't think they actually care too much, but I want to be good to musicians. So anyway.
Of course.
All right, give me 1 second here. Sorry, this is the wrong playlist.
Do remember that I sent you that. I did send you that playlist from.
Yeah, I did look at a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
The problem is that I can't download a lot of that music. And I
Right.
need to download it because it's Spotify only. So, all right. And then as you're kind of observing these, let's jump into it here. As you're kind of observing these tracks here, you do feel the ground kind of shake underneath you, and you find several large insectoid creatures pop out of the earth and surround you.
I swear I didn't know it was there. When I made the
Alright.
box.
That's a lot.
I want you all to click your token and go up to your tool belt and click Roll Initiative.
Mm-mm.
Please?
If
Where's
I-
roll initiative?
It's under Utility.
There is no active combat
Utility.
encounter.
Yeah. I don't see anything. Oh,
Who's
there it is.
on
Utility.
keg again? Sorry.
There we go. Got it.
Sorry, what?
Who's on keg again?
Ankheg is actually the name of the insect.
It's
Oh well, okay.
it's the insect that you got the poop from when you played Growing.
It is the spicy beer that you made at one point. It was from Ankheg
Heck
droppings.
yeah.
All right.
Oh,
let me
is
see
this
here.
working now?
I don't know yet.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, hold on. This is interesting. Give me just a second here.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
All right. Has everybody rolled?
Yep.
Yep. Gunrik. Everybody has rolled. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click this begin combat button. This is my first time using this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we didn't actually get to use it in Child of Light, so.
Yep.
Or
So-
well as below.
Or well as below. It's just nothing but but
RP.
RP. And then I'm over here like, all right, well, in the first 20 minutes of this actual session, or actual 20 minutes of this session, you're gonna have combat. Okay, as you as these bugs erupt from the ground and kind of surround you, you hear them and just call out to each other.
Ooh,
Let's see here.
neat. It's actually a
This
combat
big-
tab.
There's a whole tab dedicated to combat. It's kind of cool.
Oh, if you right click it, it brings out the combat tracker. Cool.
Oh, thank God. Right
Oh,
click
does it
it.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
The fist at the top
Oh.
right, if you right click it, it'll bring up the combat tracker.
Wait.
Nice.
Oh.
You can right click any of them and it brings out a floating window of that thing.
Wait,
Hold on.
really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's so good.
What?
Thank
Except
God.
Chat.
Fuck. That's okay though. All right. So, anyways, as these kind of bugs just screech as they erupt from the ground, Mel, I think you're going to take the first round of attacks of the campaign.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
I don't.
Let's see.
I don't see her in the. Oh wait. Okay. Never mind.
Pablo's. Wait, do I have to
Hold on.
state
I'm in the
protection
booking,
before or
I'm
after?
Before the roll.
Before the roll. Okay, Pablo's going to use protection.
Gotcha. And then don't roll the healer. Let me pull up the sheet here real quick. I'm kind of getting used to this. It's gonna take me some time to get used to combat in this because it's fucking weird. Switch to monster block. Okay, great.
Um,
Alright, so-
what?
yeah, I'm getting user lacks permission to update tokens and
Don't worry about it.
parent.
Wait, what?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's
Yeah, what he
DM
said.
doing something.
Wait,
If it-
hold
user
on. If I do
Ara
this,
lacks
did that happen?
permission- No.
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 Okay, what about now?
No.
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 What?
I'm
The
just
heck?
waiting
Okay,
for
anyway,
something to
sorry.
explode.
It's just random errors that shouldn't pop up. but they
I
do.
will figure that out. Anyways, so this ankheg, this strange creature, rushes towards you, lifts out one of the legs, and just goes to attack you. This is at disadvantage because of Pablo.
Yeah.
I hate artificers. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna attack you with my sticky leg.
Ew. Gross.
Oh wait, hold on. I rolled that normal. So 13. Does 13 hit your AC?
No.
Okay. Pablo like reaches
Wait,
out
wait.
and. Sorry.
Why are 3 of these called female steeders?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Here. There, fixed it.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, error
we
in
got the
message.
error.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
does that
yeah.
happen?
I don't know.
So I'm gonna just send it to you so that you have like what it
Great.
looks like.
Yeah, because there's an entire like massive Discord dedicated to modules for
I
Foundry.
I get those all the time.
Anyways.
I just ignore them.
Okay. Anyways, I'll make it so you don't get them all the time soon, I think.
Okay.
Perfect.
I
Thank
think I
you for that
understand what happened.
screenshot. So the sticky leg doesn't hit as the bug slams down. Pablo does manage to block it. You and Pablo kind of double your shields up, and Pablo succeeds in defending you. That's going to be the end of the ankheg's turn. And now, okay, I am going to have to bring out that combat tracker because that's
Yeah, that's amazing.
There's an
Anybody
end turn
figured out a
button as
way-
well.
I'm sorry, what?
There's an end turn button.
Yeah, but not for the DM.
Oh.
Has
So-
anybody figured out a way to resize
I have no idea.
the window at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usually has one of those like extendy arrows if that can be.
Yeah,
adjusted.
There's not one that I find. I'm sorry.
You can double click it and it'll minimize it, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I just don't want it to be so chonky.
Chonky. I agree with that.
The donkey
1440p
does roll
screen for the win.
initiative. Yeah. All right. Another ankheg. This one is going to go after you, Treyan. He's going to go ahead and yeah.
Oh,
And he's
please,
going
Mr. Buck,
to-
don't torture me too bad.
Excellent. Thank you so much for this. This is a gift. He is going to lean down and make a bite attack against you.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Why me?
Oh god,
I'm going to take that as a hit.
poor little guy.
I think I have something. Oh no, that's opportunity attacks. Never mind. Yeah, go ahead.
You're fucked. All right. So as he bites down on you, you kind of lean, like try to get out of the way just barely. Don't forget, you do have a spell for that. Don't remember
I do,
that.
Actually, don't I? Yeah,
just remember
duh.
it adds 5 to your AC. So whatever your AC
Duh.
is, if
Flat
5 if 5 would block the attack, then you would be able to go ahead and use your reaction against it.
5 would probably not.
It's a 21.
21 and
What's your AC?
nope, it would not work because my AC
Okay.
is 15.
Okay, so that would be a 20, so it would still going to hit. So it's going to go ahead and roll damage against you. And that's going to be 15 points of damage as the bug bites down and picks you up in its mouth and just slams you down on the ground like multiple times.
Oh, somebody, this.
I like to imagine this is the noise that you're making. But I like to imagine your character's going.
Squeak. Sorry, I just squeak speech. I'm just
You
like-
literally speak squeak speech as a mouse folk. So, another one of the bugs.
Squeaking.
Squeak.
Oh no, wait, please.
Aurelie, one of the bugs rushes towards you and is going to go ahead and use its ability. Hold on. Fuck this.
No, stop.
Cease this action immediately. Aha. Okay, gotcha. Just had to make sure what that actually did. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and rush down, and it's gonna go ahead and use its sticky leg.
You can't hurt me. I don't even have a patron yet.
13 to AC.
I am a commoner.
I think that misses.
Not as a commoner, it doesn't. Oh, okay. Anyway, so as you the bug tries to like slam down this like folded mantis leg on top of you, you manage to just kind of duck out of the way, no problem at all. All right, and then that is going to be. I wish I had like an intern button. That would be fucking delightful. Can I make a macro for that? Jedediah, you are the first player to go.
Yes. So I'm gonna. Oh wait, hold on. How do I? This?
How do you what?
Yeah. Okay. I figured.
Yeah,
it
you can
out.
right click your token to activate it.
Yeah. I'll help you. I'll help you, little man, and I'm gonna run up and. I honestly don't know how many hits I get with this thing. Sorry, where to go?
Are you
Okay.
dual wielding or single wielding?
Single wielding. So I think it's just one right now.
Yes,
Yeah, you probably only have one attack at the moment.
but you do have a bonus action you can use. Oh, and also if you're using the default sheet or any sheet, you have a little filter that sorts your bonus actions out for you,
Ooh, nice
so you
roll.
can see what your bonus actions are. 23 definitely hits. 100%
Okay.
as you just take your blade. Is it a
Oh.
stabbing or a slashing weapon?
It's a rapier, so he pulls the one off his hip and he
Gotcha.
just like does a thrust right into its abdomen.
Yep, right in between two plates. It just sinks into the hilt.
doesn't do a lot of damage. I don't know why I'm getting +2 and +3. I'm confused.
Because you are proficient with it, which is your proficiency bonus is +2, and then +3 is your dexterity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't quite add it the same as Roll20. It works the same, but it shows the actual full equation instead of like summarizing everything. So.
Okay.
7 points of damage though is actually pretty significant as you do harm the bug fairly well. The bug screeches and turns to you, drops Treyan on the ground. Jedediah, is that the end of your turn?
That will be the end for this turn. Yes.
Okay.
As a
What
note,
were you gonna say? Well, yeah.
we can see allies' HP as well as enemies' HP.
Can you?
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, I did not know that. Good to know.
We can see
So like
the
if you
little
click on the
HP
bug,
bars.
you can see how much HP the bug it has.
Can
The
see
bug
it without
actually has.
clicking it.
Shows it.
Yeah, we don't even have to.
Hey,
click
we
on
don't
it.
get an exact number. We get.
Oh, you just have an
health
HP
bar.
bar.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did not know that. Cool. Good to know. All right. I like the idea of the allies' HP. I think that's kind of cool. I might fix it to where the enemy HP is not there.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I was just letting you know.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Because I can't see what players see. I only see what GMs see.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have the HP tracker equipped. Okay, so this final bug is going to rush over here and call. It is going to raise its leg and try to trap you. Make an attack against you. Oh wait, hold on. What? 7. Okay, yeah. Call.
Yeah, nah.
What's your AC? Is it less than 7 by any how? No. Okay, great. Good to know.
Maybe if I try not to dodge, but
You just
But
stand
just stand
still, thus
there.
giving you disadvantage on armor class. No, the bug doesn't even get an actual hit on you whatsoever. You manage to easily just slide out of the way. Gunrik. Donkey.
Donkey.
I was
What
wondering why you were saying.
What annoys the shit out of me is like I said donkey just because I saw a donkey. I was just like, oh, donkey. And then I said it and I looked at your character and went, wait.
I
right,
understand
what is Gunrik doing?
completely.
What would it cost me to pick the mouse up?
I would say, given that the mouse is small, I will call that a bonus action.
Cool. All right then. So for my action, I'm gonna move to here
Uh-huh.
and smack this big dummy right there,
Okay.
one directly in front of me, with my great club.
Do it.
It's a great
So
club.
you've rolled the item card. This is a little different than Roll20. You rolled the item card. Now you click on attack.
Yep.
And then you'll click normal because you don't have advantage or disadvantage. A 9, unfortunately, does not hit. As you swing the club down, it just ricochets off the head, which is like the hardest part of the bug.
Cool. Well, with my bonus action, I'm gonna pick the mouse up and put him on my shoulder.
Oi!
Okay.
What you grabbing me for?
Treyan, do you resist or no?
I mean, Sam's gonna let it go because it's gonna be hilarious.
Okay, great. All right, excellent.
Wait,
So
put-
now
put
Treyan is
me
just
down.
draped across.
And
Fucking
he's like flailing around. He's trying to his sword's flailing around. He's just like.
Could he even resist?
He could.
It's a
He could.
7-foot orc and like this
Treyan-
tiny little mouse.
You know what? Just for kicks.
Treyan's a
also-
pretty quick mouse.
Yeah.
All right, fair, yeah. Dexterity-wise, he could. Strength-wise, probably not.
I think the original character had the same strength as Gunrik does right now. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure Treyan's original form. What did he have? 16 strength or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pick up the 7-foot orc.
Okay, so you now have Treyan just draped across your shoulder, and Treyan is just like fighting you to put him down. But I mean, he's 3 feet tall. So, all right, Seeker.
Real quick, I should have gotten +2 to my damage that I don't think I'm getting.
What's that from?
That's from my fighting style, dueling.
Dueling. Good to know. Another +2 to the damage. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Don't know if there's a way I can.
I can
Click
make
that.
that happen.
Oh,
This is a process. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah, all good, all good.
isn't it already there?
Is
No.
it?
No, because that's proficiency
Oh.
bonus. Wait,
1d plus 2 plus 3.
Our proficiency
Oh.
bonus is 2, not 3.
but you
Yeah,
don't add
but
proficient to
proficiency doesn't
damage.
go on damage.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
she's
that's
right.
what
Okay,
that is.
It is artifact.
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay.
It is. It is.
So plus 2.
Sorry.
I'm
Yeah.
not
Look at
I
you're
wish
untrustworthy.
you
you.
could. I
Good
wish
call.
you could mouse over and see what everything is coming from. To
I'm
actually
working on
spot.
it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Add that to my
All right.
wish list. There you go.
Gotcha. I'll add it to the wish list. Seeker, it's now your turn.
Don't forget to add plus 2 to his health. Its health.
Okay, oh yeah, I'll add it back. Oh,
Um,
Seeker, please go.
Okay. Jeez. I'm going to spend an inspiration die and target this one. This one right here.
Okay.
And it needs to make a wisdom save with my DC.
Okay.
Not a
save?
wisdom, intelligence save. Sorry.
Intelligence save? Oh god. Okay.
Yep.
Hold on. Saving throw, intelligence. I love that I can. Okay, well that's a -1.
You were about to hate me.
Oh
What's
my
it do?
God.
That's psychic damage.
Ooh. Okay. 10 points aside. How does this work? What is this ability?
This is my chart. Actually, my inspiration die. I rolled the unknown.
What does the unknown
Um,
do?
You choose a creature within 30 feet of you. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take psychic damage equal to 3 rolls of your inspiration die. The target is unable to speak any language for 1 minute.
Okay, gotcha. So it rolled a 3 on the d20, so that's a 3, not a -1, because that's a wisdom. And it's unable to speak, which it actually can't, but it's going to take that 10 fucking points of damage, psychic damage. So this creature is pretty fucking hurt right now.
And then the little mouse, I'm going to do a bonus action. Healing word on him.
Healing word? Okay.
Come
You
on,
should be
turn
able to
tracker,
just-
get the fuck out of my way. God damn it.
Listen,
Okay.
this ain't roll 20.
Damn spam callers. Level 1.
Was the one just doing a bug noise?
No.
The what?
That was my phone.
I-
6 points of
I
health.
just heard a bug noise, like a bug.
Oh,
Like
it's in the music.
it is in music. I've never heard
is.
that before.
Really? We've had the song in our
I know.
in our
I've
playlist for
literally
ages.
never noticed it before.
That's fantastic.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think-
Treyan, you heal 6 health.
Oh,
It's a good roll.
oh.
I don't think this song has ever actually come up in Ashwinter.
It
No,
has.
it has. It has.
Has it? Okay.
Definitely.
I just
And it's
have
in
never
What Lies
noticed.
Below as well.
I know it's in What Lies Below.
All right. So Seeker, is that the end of your turn, or are you trying to move?
No, I'm not going to try and move.
Damn. All right.
That would not be a
That's the
good
end of your
idea.
turn. Call. It's now your turn. Or call? Is it call or cow?
Call.
Call. Call. It's now your turn.
Call me Tom.
Call me maybe. All right. So you know what? Let's go ahead and bonus action rage.
Rage.
I'll use one of that. So he, like, drawing one of his short or you just kind of watch as normally going into and it's a very focused rage.
I got you.
Just
I
a
got
very,
you. I
it's
can
it's
respect that.
it's it's a seethe. It's not a wild rage. It's but it's definitely like a very quiet man. Like I'm very
So have you seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
I've not watched all of it. I've seen-
Okay. Have you met Scar yet?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, he's
I
the
probably
one with the tattoo across his arm.
And the
Oh,
scar on
God,
his
yeah,
face.
yeah. That's that other guy.
Is-
Yeah,
Is it like his general demeanor? Is he like that fucking quiet, seething hatred?
kind of.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So he's gonna enter it to bonus action rage, and then he's actually going to move. So opportunity attack.
No.
Nope, because you did not leave the insect's range.
Actually, yes, he did.
from-
He
from
Oh,
was
the-
he did.
the-
He left
yeah.
the top one. Yep. Good call. Good call. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and try to bite you.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, no.
Oh no. Do we have crit cancels? Nope. All
Nope.
right.
Nope. All right. I
Oh,
made a
God.
choice.
You made a choice. I think you might be dead. Oh, whew, 16 points of damage as it like quickly just turns around, tries to trip you, and then leans in and just grabs your shoulder with its mandibles, just rips out chunks of flesh. 16 points of
So-
damage to you.
You were so lucky. That was 3 nat
Yeah.
ones.
So which part of it's the slashing? Which
Wow.
part of it's the acid?
So
Slashing would be top.
Yeah, the 5 points of damage is the acid damage, the 2d6.
2d6.
Oh yeah, because you're raging. You actually have resistance to that 8 points of damage, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4, and then the 5. So that's actually only 9 points of damage in total, not 16.
Okay.
Rage. It's what's for dinner. Wow. Just took a 16 to a 9 because you're raging. That's epic.
That's
All right.
That's why I decided to rage before I moved. And
Good,
all right,
good choice.
continuing to move. We're gonna move over here because
Okay.
definitely Warlock seems the squishiest and needs a little bit more help.
Gotcha.
And then just make an attack against the guy to the north.
Okay, big bug.
Is it the big bug that tried to attack you?
Yeah. So how do I do this roll?
So you'll go. You can do it 2 ways. You can do it from your token or your sheet. If you want to do it from your token, just click your token, and look kind of up in the top left-ish. Go into your inventory and just click on whatever you want to attack with.
Okay.
That'll pop up the item card and attack.
And then in chat, there's a card now. You pick attack. For right now, you're only going to get 1 attack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just okay. Normal.
12 to hit. Let me see. 12 misses. Unfortunately, as you swing wildly, the sword clashes with the thick chitin. Ooh, excuse me, of the ankheg. All right, that's your bonus action. Are you moving at all?
That is going to end a turn there.
Okay, gotcha. As you end your turn, Melrinya.
Cool. All right. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to this creature just in front of me, the one that closer than 5 feet, I guess.
Yes.
It looks pretty focused on me, yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, it's engaged with you.
All right, cool. All right, then I am going to use a bonus action, tell Pablo to attack it.
Okay.
And I am going to also attack it. She's gonna draw out her sword, and it starts glowing with some fancy moonlight. And I am going to attack it.
Okay.
With this one. And that. Wait, why does that have -1? Hold on, that's not right. That should be a +3.
Okay, so that would be a 14.
Because that's supposed to use my int.
Yeah, I'll adjust that.
Okay.
So it's a 14, right?
Yes.
It'd be 15.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
Oh, wait,
Go
minus
ahead.
1 to
Sorry,
plus 3.
15. Is it a plus? No, it's be a 14 if it's a +3.
No, because it's
Oh wait, because it's
from
minus
a
one.
minus
Yeah,
one.
Right.
yeah.
plus
Listen,
3.
I'm brain dead. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So 15. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
All right, cool. And then this damage roll
Let's
as
see.
well is going to need changed from that's an 8.
Okay, I'll let you figure out that damage roll up. Give me 1 second. The sword uses your int.
Yes.
Do all attacks use your int?
Yes.
The
Well,
fuck?
hold on. No, I think it's just weapons.
Oh, attacks with magic weapons.
Yes.
It's any attack with a magic weapon uses your intelligence.
Yes.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
fucking dope. Okay. All right, so I've got that changed. Can you go ahead and roll another attack for me just to make sure it's done?
Yep.
There you go.
Perfect.
All right, perfect. So, is that you said it was 8 damage?
Yes, 8 damage.
Okay, 8 damage is fucking chunk here. Let's see. That would be okay. 8 points of damage as you just stab this fucking bug like right up in its mandible, and it like rears back as you do so. All right, Mel, is that or do I call you Mel? Can I call you Mel?
Yeah.
Why do you have Rel and Mel? Hold on, you got to stop this. Anyways, Mel,
Mel was
is that the
actually
end
my
of your turn?
RP character from World of Warcraft, and yes, that's right.
Ah, okay, gotcha. All right, and it is now Pablo's turn. Oh no,
Yes.
did Pablo attack?
No, it's
Okay, Pablo
his
takes his
turn.
turn after yours.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Well, I think is it after my turn, or do I have to?
So the
roll initiative
way,
for him?
the kind of like house rule that we have for pets is they just take their turn after yours. It just makes
Okay.
everything easier on everybody. So I'm actually going to remove him from the initiative.
I like him in the turn order because it helps me remember that he's there.
Okay, that's fine. That'll work.
I can just set his. I think I can just set his initiative or something to whatever mine is.
That's fine.
Okay. So he is going to attack the same one.
Okay.
Where do I roll these? Is this it? Yes. Okay. So that button, and then attack. 22.
Oh, 22 is definitely going to hit. As he like kind of hunkers down and immediately, like an Ava from Evangelion, just like slides upwards and stabs the shit out of this thing.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. First kill of the campaign goes to Pablo.
Nice. He just rams the sword straight up through the like creature's lower jaw.
Yeah, you still got your sword stuck in the mandibles, and you like pull it backwards, and then he just slides up under it because he is tiny, or not tiny, but he is small, and then he just slides under it, and then just stabs upwards, and the just falls. The bug is dead. All right, Pablo is that the end of Pablo's turn?
That is the end of Pablo's turn. Yes.
Donkey. What is your
Steel Defender's actually medium.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's what the
good to know
on my character sheet says.
Interesting. I thought it was small. Oh god, hold on. I gotta turn you back up.
Quiet.
Oh, I was further.
I gotta turn you back down.
All right. Donkey's
Donkey.
gonna move over here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to kick at that dude.
Okay, sure. All right, roll hit attack. Yeah, and then hit. Nope. 6 does not hit. Sorry, as he kicks the. No, that's the bug just kind of ignores him. He is proficient with hooves.
+2.
He doesn't have. So unfortunately, that attack does not hit, and Donkey does not get to slay the bug today. All right, is that the end of Donkey's turn? He does not. Unfortunately, he can bay as a bonus action.
All right.
Ankheg has probably got a tasty treat now.
He does that.
Okay. All right. So Spirit, your cat like drew up or something?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Should be fine. Okay. All right.
It can
That'll
wait
work.
like
Cool.
3 more minutes.
Treyan.
All right, here we go. Am I on? Now, Gunrik has me, right?
Yes, you are on his shoulder.
On his shoulder. Okay. I'm gonna draw my sword, and I'm gonna do a nice little. I'm gonna jump off the shoulder, and I'm gonna stab that bug right in the face.
Okay, excellent.
And I'm gonna yell, "You big bastard! You're going down!"
Excellent. Look, I can tell you studied for your accent this time. It's way better than your German. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You got the Dune. All right, go ahead and make an attack.
Ow,
9.
poop.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna be generous. You just jumped off of 7-foot-tall orc's shoulders. You have the high ground. Roll with advantage.
Whee!
22. Okay, I'll take that.
Alrighty.
All right, that's gonna hit, and then go ahead and roll damage. 10 points of damage. Fuck. Ow. Yeah, it is fucking great.
That's a 5
let's see.
on a d6. Nice.
Yeah, not bad. As you jump in the air, you land on top of the ankheg and just slam your sword down into like its neck, between these plates of chitin. It's not dead, but it's definitely hurting. As you guys can see, I might keep the bars actually, because I usually tell you, but this is interesting. I don't know.
Would it be possible? I don't know if there's a feat, but would it be possible to try to hold on like, with a blade inside of the bug to just hold on, like almost like kind of like a sort of like a grapple-ish move.
Make an acrobatics or an athletics check. I'll let you try this. So click your token and then go up to checks and then pick either strength or dexterity, and then it'll show you
I am proficient in
or
athletics,
skills. I'm sorry.
so
So go to skills. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure I'm proficient in athletics. So let's
You
do
are.
It'll be a check mark.
Oh, the toolbar even shows you what you're proficient in. Oh,
Yep,
It
it does a
does.
check mark.
That's an 18.
18. You are holding on for dear life as this thing is trying to buck you off. You are in rodeo mode.
Nice.
Okay. All right, Treyan, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Aurelie.
Alright, so there was a thing for ranged attacks where like
If
something
you
within
have
5
yes, if something is with a combatant with a melee weapon is within 5 feet of you, you have disadvantage on all ranged attack rolls.
But that doesn't count toward. Oh, I guess that couldn't count towards that. All right.
Yep.
I'm going to use Sacred Flame on the bug to the north.
Well, that does not have disadvantage because it's got a saving throw. Okay. Oh, and I don't hate saving throws with Foundry because on Roll20 there's such a pain to roll. On this one, I click the token and just click saves, and it actually like rolls it. So what is, I think it's a Dex save, right?
Yes, DC
Yeah.
13.
Okay. DC 13. That's a natural 1.
Oh.
It definitely fails. Roll your damage.
Aw.
Okay, 2 damage. I mean, 2 is actually fairly significant. These things don't have just a ton of HP. 2 points of damage as the flame just falls onto it and like rears backwards. Aurelie, is that the end of your turn?
I'm going to use a bonus action to. Where is this? To use my healing light to heal.
Thunderbolt.
No. Kalteak, I think.
Call? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, call. There we go. And I think I can do this.
Nice.
6
Okay.
health.
So 6 points of health to you. Nice. That's a 6 on the 6. Not bad. Call, you heal for 6 HP. As what does your healing look like? Is it just literally like generic paladin heal?
Yeah, for now until I
For now,
find a
okay, great.
patron.
She just turns around, like opens her hand, and you see this light emanate from it, and you just suddenly feel very rejuvenated as the light starts to surround you. All right.
Oh, I want
It is-
to point out something I discovered. If you right click the damage or healing number, you can apply the damage and healing directly, or heal or half or double to
You can. In some situations, as a GM, I don't have that functionality. Actually, I'm kind of sad. Can
I
I
felt like
do it
I would
this way?
point that out.
That's great, actually. So yeah, if y'all click your token and then you right click one of the damage numbers, you can apply like it'll automatically change your sheet.
Oh.
So, all right. Anyways, Steeder. Okay, so this bug, seeing one of its kin fallen, it's going to attack you, Melrinya. Okay, that's fine. All right, Aurelie. I mean, wait,
Fucking
hold on,
do it.
Spirit. It's going to. It's fucking attack it. Look, it's gonna bite you right now. But
Do it.
wait,
Do
What
it.
am I doing?
It-
What am I doing?
no,
I heard-
just go. Go,
No,
Oh, I
Spirit,
heard.
go.
It's not
I
you.
heard my
It's not you.
name.
I'm sorry. 8 to AC. It hits you when you die.
I have 21 AC. That's a miss.
I'm gonna roll damage anyway.
Cool. Can I absorb elements
My
on it?
soul takes 16 points of damage.
Cool. Can I absorb
No.
elements on it, please?
No, because it's not elemental damage. Poison isn't an
Poison.
element.
I thought it did acid damage.
Pokemon lied to me?
Poison.
The other one did acid damage.
What the fuck?
Female ankegs have poison.
That's
Alright.
stupid.
So am
So
I.
this might be an alpha male.
It's just a male.
Yeah, man.
Speaking
Give
of the
him ideas.
ankheg, it's going to attack you. It's actually going to use its acid spray. Who is it going to use it against?
Do it. Hit me.
Hold on. Hit me, you bitch. Okay, wait. It's gonna use its acid spray against Gunrik.
No.
Gunrik, I want you to
No.
click your token and then look in chat and click the saving throw DC 13 dexterity button.
Actually, you don't have to click the token. You just click save.
Oh, can you really? That's fucking dope. That's a 12.
Hey,
You fail.
that's not it.
You take 11 points of acid damage
Uh,
as acid just covers you.
That hurts.
I'm sorry. Okay. Great. That is the end of the ankheg's turn. It is now this female ankheg's turn, and she is going to bite the shit out of. Yeah, she's gonna bite Aurelie. Which I will take care of that. 13 misses Aurelie anyway, so we are good to go. Jedediah.
Yeah. Hey. I'm gonna do that thing where I hit with a thing. Okay.
Do the thing.
Wait. How do I do that thing
Wait,
again?
what?
Yeah.
There you go, and then click
Ah.
attack.
Ah.
21 hits.
Ha.
You don't have to roll very high here. Just roll something.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, you rolled way, way higher than what this thing had HP. As you just fucking like withdraw your rapier from its abdomen and then make another thrust, it just falls. It's sustained too much damage.
All right.
Oh wait, hold on. I have made a mistake. Oh god,
You re-rolled it.
I did too. Hold on, the thing's at 0, and then I can do. Hold on. Shit, just a minute. There was something that I could. This right here. It's now dead.
Yeah, you can mark it as dead.
I can mark it as dead in the turn order. I'm not going to because there's no point in that. But I can like mark people as dead in the turn order and it skips them. It does. It does carry eggs on its belly. Yes, this is true. All right, Jedediah.
Yeah. Hey. I'm going to use my movement just to get right here.
Okay, you have 35 feet of movement.
Think so. Where's movement on this sheet? Why is my armor class 13 again? What the fuck?
Oh shit.
I don't know. I'll fix it.
I am so sorry.
Just remember it's 17.
You might need to remove this. My bad.
Okay, it's fine.
Where is my movement on this sheet? I'm sorry, I'm confused.
I'm sorry. What sheet do you have?
The
OGL?
D&D Beyond one.
It's right next to your
Oh no, you
armor.
have the D&D Beyond one.
Oh.
It's on the far right side of your sheet, just below your hit points.
Oh, 30. Okay.
Yeah, so you have 30.
30 feet. Cool.
So you could get like right there if you wanted to. Where are you going?
There.
Okay, that'll work. And then is that the end of your turn?
That will be the end of my turn.
This female ankheg that is now attacking Call is going to continue to attack Call.
I have a
she's-
question. I don't think
Okay.
this one went, did it?
It did. Yes, it
It
just
did.
tried to bite Ari and it missed.
Okay.
All right, Call 21 to AC.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. As you're like kind of sliding into this space, you make an attack against it and immediately just reaches down to bite you. Holy fuck! 22 points of damage in total.
Half of 7.
Half of 7 is 3, so it's actually 15 points of damage because you are raging.
Yay.
Damn, that's a lot of damage.
That hit hard. These bugs are strange, man. They're scary, dude. All right, as it bends down and bites you.
Dang, Nick.
Call him a
scary.
Shrek. God damn it. And then Shrek, it's your turn.
Why did you have to say Shrek?
mean,
Literally
Gunrik,
what
sorry.
he is.
True.
God damn it, I love it.
Shrek is gonna move over here to this bug now.
Okay.
He's gonna swing at it with his great club.
Okay, great. I already know what's gonna happen. Steven, I don't know what happens with you, man, but you are cursed. Hey, you have reckless attack if you want, but all other attacks have advantage against you until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, roll again.
Oh no. Okay.
Hey, that hits. Roll Dumange. Okay, 3, and then your rage damage is +2, correct?
Yep.
Okay, great. So you are raging, so that's actually 13 points of damage, and you just barrel into this thing, raise your great club, and just smash. It's like the whole back of it, like where a spine would be if it had one, just
Just
collapses
crack
on
the
itself.
wide open.
Exactly. Yeah, just cracks the carapace wide open. Its legs buckle and it falls to the ground. All right, Gunrik, is that the end of your turn, buddy?
Yes.
Okay. I saw the phrase the other day, me hit things, sometimes bad. And it spoke to me. It spoke to me deeply. It has so many different meanings.
Damn.
All right. Gunrik, that's the end of your turn. Seeker.
Okay. As a bonus action, she is going to re-roll. She is going to roll another tail, which is a 10.
Okay.
Oh. I will definitely hold on to that one. Yeah, I'm going to Essence Bolts, the one that's over here.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Right. Don't mind me. Just having a brain fart. 24.
24 hits. Roll damage.
3.
Oof, 3. Not a lot of damage, but that is okay. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I hit 1. There you go. Philly cheesesteak. That does sound excellent. All right, so and you're in Philly, aren't you? So you have like the Philly cheesesteaks.
I'm not in Philly.
Oh, okay. You're not far from it, though, are you?
He's on the other side of the state.
Yeah.
Oh, rip. Okay, damn. I thought you lived really close to Philly for some reason.
No,
All
I
right.
live close to Pittsburgh.
Oh, you live close to Pittsburgh. That's
Yeah.
right. Haha.
Yeah.
That's the
Now I
other
know.
city that starts with a fucking P.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
The better one.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
better.
I agree, Will. I'm not
Sure.
biased.
Wow. God damn it. All right. So
You don't
yeah.
get stabbed walking down the street in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I mean,
grew up a
listen,
Flyers, I grew up a Flyers fan, man.
I live in a town of 400 people with a crime rate of like 9, which basically means that 9 out of every like 100 people die every year. It's great. Anyways, Call. It's now your turn.
Sweet. So let me so make sure I'm under reading your homebrew your house rules right. You do
Yes.
flanking,
Yes.
but it's only from behind.
Correct. Yeah. So
You'd
if you
have
wanted to
them right
flank
there.
right now, this
Yes.
enemy right here just was engaged. That enemy right there you're talking about was engaged with Ari
Wait,
just now, tried to
yes.
bite her. So it's facing her. So you can get directly behind it, and you are now flanking.
Cool. Awesome. I'm so glad I get to do this because this is the entire reason I wanted to do this. So let's see if this works.
Excellent.
So I will make
Make it with the
I will
damage.
get double advantage. Let's see if this macro
Well,
works.
you only get one. So you never. There's no such thing as double advantage.
Yeah, I know. It's roll
Okay.
3D. It's basically the essence of rolling 3D.
Oh, that's right, because you have fucking elven accuracy. Oh my
Yes.
god. Yes. Do it.
All right, the macro didn't work, so we'll do this the old fashioned way.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Roll
Yeah.
advantage and then take the lesser one and roll it again.
So you
no,
can roll
no,
if
you can actually. There's actually rolls you can do 3D
So
20. Keep the highest.
yeah, 3D
+6.
20 KH.
Yes.
There you go.
15.
15 hits.
Cool. And then
898.
Yep.
Wow.
so that's
6 points damage. Jesus.
And then
That
since
is-
I brought out my other one as well, I will attack again as bonus action.
That's true, yeah. Also, as a note, if you are dual wielding light weapons, you can draw both of them as like a single item interaction in my campaigns.
Oh, you
I'm
do?
not a big
All right,
stickler for
cool.
That. Yes.
That actually
so-
also helps out with the
Yeah.
build I want to go to.
Imagine all the like really annoying like tracking rules. We don't really use any of that stuff. So
Mhm.
Cool.
so yeah, if you want to make a bonus action attack, go for it.
Yeah, bonus action attack.
Keep in mind,
Right
this
here.
one does not get your modifier unless you have the two
I
weapon fighting style.
I did take the fighting style.
Oh god, okay, yes you do. All right, go ahead. 22 hits.
For 5.
11, so that's what? Okay, this thing is almost fucking dead. You just like turn around, like slide around this thing, and just start rending it from behind. This thing is fucking close to death. All right, Call, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Fucking Jesus. Okay.
Oh, that goes my turn.
Melrinya?
Yep. You can just call me Mel.
Mel?
Yeah.
Mel, it's your turn, Mel.
So I am just gonna
Let's
like
stab the
turn
shit out of
around, like fucking pulling my blade out of that other creature and just slash up at this creature. So that would be. I think I can just do this, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then attack, normal. Big oof, that's a 12.
12 does not hit, unfortunately. You guys have fought these things long enough to know they have 14 AC.
Neat. Alright, I'm going to use my bonus action and tell Pablo to attack it. And so that will end my turn. And he will move here. And he gonna hit it. So
thrust forward.
Yeah. That's also not going to hit. All right.
Nope, that's not going to hit. As you try to hit this thing, it's got its head reared down, and the head is like the hardest part of its carapace, and you're having trouble actually penetrating it, unfortunately.
Okay, that's all right. That's it.
All right. Donkey.
All right. All right. Donkey's gonna move to this guy, and he's gonna kick at it.
Why are you telling me to kick this thing? All right. 21 hits.
You're crazy.
4 points of damage.
Kill it.
Oh, it's not dead. It's not dead.
Oh,
it's got
Sliver.
1 HP.
The sliver.
I want the donkey as a bonus action. I want the donkey to roll me just roll a d20 for me.
Come on.
19. Okay. Okay.
Give it to him.
Can you roll another hoof attack for me? Like the damage from it, sorry. Yeah, that's more than 2. Okay. Yeah, the donkey just like kicks, and then as it turns around and kicks, it just like shatters out one of the legs from this ankheg, and the ankheg falls to the ground, and the donkey kicks again, and falls over, and the bug is dead.
I feel like the bug died from a concussion from getting its leg kicked out from underneath it.
Yeah.
Crap, all work.
Treyan, it's now your turn.
Okay. I see the other bug, and I'm going to put my hand out, and you see this like swirling of energy around the hand, and you then see a big burst of fire come out. So I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Awesome.
That big old bug.
Fucking do it. Roll an attack roll. 14 to hit. 21 hits. Rolled them all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 7 points of damage. Not fucking bad. Yeah, this thing rolled really low HP. That's okay. Hold on, it's about to die.
Yeah.
As the firebolt just singes like a lot of its carapace, you can almost smell Mel. You in particular, you smell the lavender, but it also mixes with boiling bug flesh. All right, is that the end of your turn, Trey?
That is going to do it.
All right, Treyan's turn is over. Aurelie, are you back?
Yeah.
All right, great. Can you go ahead and take your turn for me?
All right, I'm gonna kind of point towards the steeder, and cast Eldritch Blast.
Excellent.
I'm looking that's a little honey.
That's what you do.
Oh,
hey, you used a
wait
Sacred
minute.
Flame.
How do I? There we go.
There you go.
Oh.
Roll damage.
Ooh, first.
Is that the first player crit of the
First
campaign?
crit.
Yeah.
Nice.
I swear to God, this isn't Amalia.
Listen,
Oh.
so far you've made a fucking warlock that's obsessed with. No, we're not even going there. Okay.
I accidentally rolled normal rather than crit.
Roll
That's
another
okay.
D10.
You rolled roll another D10. Roll a T10. Oh god. Okay. So that's a 15. Hold on. Let me see if because this thing's dead. I want to see if I can minus 15 and see what happens to itself. Okay, it only goes to 0. Good to know. So yeah, as you shoot this beam of energy, Aurelie, how do you want to do this?
As I'm pointing at it, it looks like a normal Eldritch Blast, and then as it shoots out, it turns into like this icy blue color.
Hell yeah.
Just
Hell yeah.
crashes into the side of it.
You're just like, I'm a frost mage now. All right.
What?
Excellent. No, not at all.
You're not gonna-
As the attack as the attack crashes into the. Sorry, give me 1 second. My headphone died. There we go. As the attack crashes into the ankheg, it falls over, and you can see like this kind of mist of magical energy surrounding it as the Eldritch Blast takes it out, and combat is over.
Whew.
I'm gonna use another healing light on Cal.
Okay, great.
Okay. So yeah, as you're kind of casting it, like he also like takes and like wipes off some of the acid and spittle that's on him with his fur cloak a little bit. And just kind of cleans himself up a little bit.
Come here, darling. And I go over and I start prestidigitating.
You just watch a bunch of the stuff just disappear in like small cubes.
Square areas on your skin are now cleaner.
Yeah.
Mainly going for this.
Yeah, it's not even just small areas. Just like weird tattoos.
Okay. So as the bugs have fallen, kind of looking around, you wait for more danger. You don't see any. Does anybody want to? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, maybe you were about to ask this.
Well, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would like to try and get some venom sacs from them, or
Okay.
acid glands, or whatever the fuck.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me an investigation or a survival check. It's entirely your choice.
Oh well, if it's my choice.
I'm gonna try to roll something real quick.
Oh wait, that was Steel Defender.
You're gonna try to roll what?
Okay, never mind. I can answer my question.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was gonna roll something, so I said if it rolls it, ignore it.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see. So yeah, you have a +5, so that's a 9 in total. As you kind of bend down and you start like looking, they don't have glands in particular, like what you're looking for. Oh yeah, you can buy meals in camp if you want to. They're not cheap though. Anyway, but yeah, you don't find anything regarding like venom sacs or anything like that. You do find a total bit of salvage worth 300 silver, so I will note that.
I will note that too. Second. Salvage.
Your loot for this encounter is 300 silver worth of salvage. This is mostly like chitin from the bugs themselves. You could try to turn this into armor. It would be basically the equivalent of leather, or you could sell it. It's a useful ingredient for some things.
Neat.
Neat.
Also, y'all got fucked up.
Mm-hmm. I did. It wasn't fun at all.
Do we still see the footprints, like the trail we were following? Do I need to roll again to
Yes.
find that?
No, they're still there, and it's very clear that she headed continuously into to the east here. Additionally, if you want to, anybody that is proficient with either of these skills can roll either a nature or a survival check.
Let me look up one thing, because I think
Hey.
I have advantage on all survival checks, but I want to make sure.
That's a 20.
Perception.
Nice.
Oh, I'm just good at survival.
Okay.
Can I guidance myself?
I will.
Sure,
I
absolutely.
will guidance someone.
I don't know how to.
Eh.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
So when
I
you
have
go to
guidance.
do the
Fuck.
roll, it'll ask you situational bonus. You can put like 1d4 in there or something.
Where?
Can I guidance my roll?
Here we go.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. 22.
All right. And Jedediah, you rolled a 16. Okay, excellent.
12, I
So
thought. 16, no. Okay.
16. Okay,
Aurelie
so
and I rolled at the same time.
Yep. Jedediah and Melrinya, you both know this. These are ankhegs. They are highly aggressive, massive insectoids that are kind of eusocial creatures. They're basically like fucking huge ass ants, more or less. They never stray far from their nest, And these ankheg's look fairly old, which means they may have some kind of nest forming nearby.
So I think there might be more nearby. Do we want to go find them, or do we want to continue on our way?
We have a job to do.
Huh?
We
I
can-
agree.
We're not provoking the bugs anymore.
I would suggest that we make note that there's a nest nearby that could be worth destroying to make it safer here.
I'll trust that you remember that.
Nice.
She takes out a journal and writes it down. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. How far, days travel are we from the actual town?
From Traveler's Rest right now, you've only been traveling for about 2-ish hours, and part of that was searching. So really, if you did a forced march, you could get back to town in an hour.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we definitely want to make note.
Yeah, it's not far at all from town, and ankheg's they're pretty dangerous.
So, could I do a nature check to see if I would know typically how far away they will stray, like in a mile's radius?
Sure,
From
yeah,
there?
go ahead.
Near the forest. How many days travel did you say it is?
You're 2 hours away from the
Okay.
from them. So 6. You're not really sure how far. You know it's not. You know it's not even a full day's travel. So within at least an hour or two of you, more or less, there's got to be a nest somewhere around here.
May I make the roll for the same check?
Sure.
What are we checking
Cool.
for?
I'm
Trying to
go
figure
ahead.
out how far ankheg's can stray away from their nest, or usually stray away from their nest.
Can anybody make that roll? And if so, is
I would
it
say
a
sure.
nature check?
It's a nature check, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
Plus 1d4.
So while they're doing that, are there still like fairly large holes? From when
There
they came up?
are, yes, some of them are kind of partially collapsed because they don't really do a good job of building the tunnels. They just dig. But others still have like a fairly large tunnel underneath them. It's large enough that you would have to crawl in them, but they're large enough to crawl in.
Would I be able to go over and like just like stick my head in just to see like how far, like whether they like came from a certain direction,
Sure,
whether
yeah.
that one came from a direction or something?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check. And you have dark vision as an elf, so
Yes.
just a normal roll.
Just a normal roll.
Yep.
5.
Okay, 5. You could take time on this. Do you know what the concept of taking time is in D&D?
No.
Basically spend 10 minutes to get a plus 10 on your check. Doesn't always apply, but in this case, you guys are not super rushed. So if you want to spend the next 10 minutes kind of looking at this, you may hold up the party a little bit, but you might get more insight into it.
If he's gonna do that, I would see that and be like, you know what? Yeah, I'll join in on this.
All right. Well, we'll kind of take it. Well, as everyone's kind of doing that, that call, look back to everyone, and it's like, and it's probably asked, do we want to see a specific direction from this hole, or do we want to continue moving on?
We can locate it and indicate where it is, or destroy it, or.
I mean, I would say some of us could maybe use this time to maybe patch up some quick wounds while you do this.
That would, be a good idea. Yeah. And I can join in on figuring out direction as.
Okay.
I'll help with you. I'm fine, but matter of fact, sorry, what's the elf name again?
Call.
Cal, right? Call, if you'd like to work on yourself, I think me and the young lady here could handle this.
All right.
Okay.
And it just stands up and lets you go about, and just kind of goes back to take care of himself.
So 10-minute short rests did win the vote, by the way. So yeah, short rests in this campaign do take 10 minutes, but you can only take a maximum of 2 per every long rest.
Okay.
So anything after those 2 it's just not effective at reducing your fatigue or anything like that.
So how do you as a DM feel about you doing like cheater short rest stuff, where it's like I'm going to use my short rest stuff before the short rest happens.
You're free to if you want to.
Okay.
As long as you actually do the short rest.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I didn't know because if we are going to do a short rest, I was just going to do second wind. I was going to do second wind to
Yeah,
get
go
some
ahead.
health.
Sure, go for it. Absolutely.
Just that way it recharges.
And then
Yeah.
I'm doing an investigation check. Is that what's happening? Sorry.
Yes, this would be investigation check, and if you don't have dark vision, it's a disadvantage.
What if I have devil
dark
sight?
vision.
If you have, I mean, it's just a normal roll.
Okay. So I'm gonna guidance myself as well.
Sure.
Check skills, investigation. 20.
Could I make an argument? I mean, I rolled this, but could I also make an argument to do a hearing, like try to listen down and see if I hear anything, any movement down the hole?
I will say that this will count both towards sight and hearing. As you do kind of sit there and you try to listen, there's nothing within hearing range. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, what you're trying to listen for is so far away. There's no way any person could hear it.
Just making sure that it wasn't,
Yeah, no, nothing is nearby. You do get that. You do gather that nothing is nearby.
Okay.
So, both of you kind of exploring the yeah, it auto adds your hit die to your health when you roll hit die. Yeah, welcome to Foundry, motherfucker. Anyway, so when you there's also a long rest button on your sheet. When you click it, it automatically refreshes everything you get back on a long rest. Just throwing it out there. Except currently, this version of Foundry has a minor bug. If you were a spellcaster, it sets all of your spell slots to 0 instead of to full. We don't know why yet. They're working on it.
We took a short rest, correct?
Yeah, you're taking a short rest right now, so if you want to roll hit die or anything like that, 10 minutes as Mel and... Yes.
Yeah, we're also getting a +10 to our rolls.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
What?
we're taking time.
Because you're taking 10 minutes.
So I rolled a
So you can take
23.
time on this.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought you meant the hit
And
die
I would've
roll.
rolled a
I was
30.
like, damn.
No, not a +10 to your hit die. That's ridiculous. So yeah, as you kind of investigate the tunnel, you do have to crawl pretty far into the tunnel, and then you actually manage to find that it is joined up with other tunnels, and using your kind of higher rolls here, you do find the end of, or maybe the beginning of this tunnel. It looks like several of the ankheg came in through one entrance and then separated and dug around in this area. They did dig from the south of where you fought them. So using these checks and kind of just basic logic, they probably were exploring to the north of their nest, which means it's to the south of where you're fighting them right now. So you have a better idea of where their nest is.
Cool.
Okay.
So north.
So we do have like in-game, like our characters have maps of the island.
You do. You have maps of what you know of the island. It's just the immediate area and then like slight pieces of the coast.
Yeah, I'd like to like sketch this like out on my map, like mark where we found like where we fought the bugs, and then like south of there, however far we think it'd be.
Excellent. Okay. I
Is
will
it
make note
north
that.
of the camp and south of us?
It's north of the camp and slightly south of you. And you're traveling kind of in an eastward direction-ish right now. You went north and then started kind of veering east slightly. So you know that it's you have a pretty good idea of where this thing is. There's not a lot of places it could be from where you've been traveling so far. So, all right. Do you continue traveling to the east?
Oh yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
Get going.
Short rest happens, and all of you take a breather and a moment to just catch your breath, sit down. Some of you pull out some jerky or something, munch down, and just rejuvenate yourselves. Mel and Jedediah, you return from investigating this, deliver the news, and then Gunrik, you do kind of pull out your map and begin sketching. I will say, let's go ahead and use this moment to take a just like 5 or so minute break, okay?
Oh, thank God. Thank you. Okay, let's kick back into it.
So, as you leave the dead ankegs behind, making sure to note on your map the location or potential location of their nest, you do continue forward to the east, tracking Valhalla. Somebody roll me a survival check to continue tracking her. See how accurate you are.
I can roll it.
Oh.
Can you pull it from my sheet for me? Are you able to do that?
I can.
I wish to guidance him.
Okay. Does anybody have proficiency as well? Okay, so
I
Gunrik,
do.
you're gonna roll
Yeah,
separately.
I'll roll.
Okay. And then let me roll for you, Jedediah, survival, normal, and then I need a D4. Damn, I need a dice roller. That would be great. Okay, great. So Jedediah 21, Gunrik 11, and then Treyan 17. These are all sufficient rolls. You do stay on the path to track Valhalla. She is trying to cover her tracks. You can tell she's not a survival expert. She's not somebody trained in, like, you know, nature or forestry or anything like that. She's very much a knight, and she's doing a very poor job at covering her tracks. And so you continue to track her. And as you do so, you're fine. As you do so, you emerge from the trees and see a small pack near one of the trees, which is more than likely Valhalla's pack.
Valhalla, it's your boy.
God damn it. So as you approach Vel's pack, kind of emerging from the trees, you notice another clearing, and you kind of like all look around, like ready for bugs to explode out of the ground. Going to fucking die. Me too, buddy. But you do not see any bugs. Anybody that wants to can make me a perception check.
What type of
I'm
perception
I'm
check?
proficient in this.
This is a perception check made to either hear, see, or smell.
Ooh.
Ooh, I have advantage on this.
I would.
Oh, come on.
Yo!
I would like to cast see invisibility and then do my perception check.
You see invisible. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are level 3, not level 1. Holy shit! Forgot you already have second level spells. Yeah, okay.
What's
See
the second
invisibility.
level spells?
And guidance myself.
Yeah, you're an artificer. Welcome to half casting.
I know.
You don't get second
What are
level
spells?
spells until
Yeah,
level
what are
5.
spells?
Shit.
What are spells?
What are spells?
Yeah. What are spells? I cast rage.
Me hit things, sometimes bad. Okay, great. So, yeah, if you rolled over a 20, let's see here. If you rolled over
The two people not proficient in it.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So if you rolled over a 20, you do note the tree that the pack is resting against, and indeed several other trees near this clearing have this strange vines with these weird blue flowers kind of growing around them. And you actually note before you approach them that the flowers are moving slightly. They seem to almost breathe. They have this kind of rhythmic pattern that they move in.
I point that out to everybody. Can I make a nature check to figure out what the fuck it is?
Anybody can once it's pointed out.
Cool.
Since it's pointed out.
Yep. Now that you
What-
noticed it.
Yeah, as you know, it would be able to
What do
and
we
be
do? What is the roll?
being able to see it is it possible to like follow the vines back to a origin point, or
Yes, they emerge from the ground.
are they all individually from the ground, or like from a central point?
They are all individually from the ground, and they wrap around the trees. It almost looks like they're wrapping around the tree's roots, and then like going up the tree itself.
I'll make a nature check as well because I'm proficient in that.
Sure, go for it.
Nope.
It's okay. Donkey. God damn it! There's a fucking still of like blue flowers and donkey. That's great. Excellent. I like how you knew to pull that still as well. Like, you know this movie well enough to immediately go, oh, blue flowers. Here's donkey with blue flowers.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I know it so well.
Oh,
So,
dear.
if you rolled a 15 or higher, you succeeded on your nature check to identify this plant. This is a plant that is native to Nye, which is the kingdom to the south that all of you had to travel through to get here in the first place.
Wouldn't that be my home?
That is also your home, yes. Some of you might be from Nye. This is a plant native to the kingdom of Nye, although it's been found in other parts of the world as well. And it is basically a parasite. It parasitizes other plants. You'll note that the vines are not green. They are kind of this weird translucent gray. The flowers are these bright blue to attract insects. And the flowers are effectively like insect eaters. They do also produce a highly toxic spore-style poison, airborne poison within a small radius of them. It can be a very effective sleep aid, or if you happen to inhale it in the wild, you might find yourself unconscious for a while.
Oh, cool. Can I try and gather some for a sleep aid?
Ah,
You are more than welcome to attempt to. As you approach one, how are you gathering this?
I can do that.
You could potentially, Aurelie.
I can summon an unseen servant to handle the logistics.
Are they immune to sleep? Would I know if they're immune to sleep?
Unseen servants?
Yeah.
Do you know the spell?
I do.
I don't, but I do have proficiency in Arcana.
You can roll me an Arcana check. She knows the answer.
Okay, well, then she can tell me the answer. I
Yeah,
won't roll.
they are not immune to sleep.
Oh, never mind. They're not immune to
They
sleep.
can be put to sleep.
Oh,
this is the main build. Potentially.
Are these flowers magical?
They are not inherently magical. They are like background magic, like dragons in a fantasy world.
So, okay, so then, question, I guess. Would an elf be immune to their sleep effects?
I mean,
If they're magical, if they're magical.
no, they aren't that type of magical. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would I have to roll to gather this?
To gather it?
Yeah.
Are you approaching it?
I am going to cover my face first.
I have
Okay.
a question.
Go ahead.
Since I'm from Nair, would I know the best way to approach this?
Not Nair, Nye.
Nye, sorry.
You can roll me a nature check if you'd like, and
I
then
got an 18.
roll me another one.
Okay.
This is to determine what you know from your homeland.
I guess while she's doing that, I'm going to cover my face and mouth with a mask to prevent myself from inhaling. Well, that's a
Shit.
24. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
To prevent myself from inhaling the.
Wait, did I do it with advantage? No, I didn't. No. Yes, I did. No, never mind.
No, you didn't. That's fine. So at 24, as you cover your face and mouth with a mask, she also notes you should probably cover your eyes too.
Okay. I cover those with a thin cloth work. Something I can still kind of see through.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Why did
It
that?
would work.
What the fuck?
Wait.
That's-
I might be dumb. Hang on. Is he immune to
too.
this? Is this a poison technically?
Yes.
It is a poison.
Cool. I'm going to tell Pablo to go get them.
Okay. Pablo.
And I will order Pablo, essentially. He's immune to poison.
Gotcha. So you're gonna give Pablo an order to gather these. As you do, Pablo approaches them. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, Pablo approaches one of the trees that has this kind of stem leaf.
Who's talking
flower
for a
thing
Steel
on it.
Defender?
That was me.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. One of them is fairly close to all of you, and you do kind of all back away from it as a note. I'm just reading some stuff. Okay, great. This is gonna be fun.
So as you kind of send him off, Carl's gonna kind of step beside you and say, "Hey," because there was a bag by that one of the trees, right?
One of the trees has a little pack by it, like a full pack.
Okay. So he's outside again. Do you think you might also be able to send him over to check the pack out as well?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
He approaches. What is he going to try to do first? Is he going to try to get some of the flowers, or is he going to try to grab the pack?
Get the flowers.
Okay.
That was what I
approaches
wanted
and
him to do first.
like picks, kind of takes one of the vines with his like, blade and starts trying to cut the vine. As he does this, you hear. All right, so I'm going to switch maps. Give me 1 second here.
Pablo, as a note, cannot be surprised.
That's probably a good thing because this thing succeeded on its stealth check.
Yeah, he has the vigilant feat. Trait? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it.
That works. Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm going to put you all on the map.
All right.
Oof. What
Is happening? Oh god, it's spazzing.
It's spazzing hard. Oh, whoa.
What's going on?
It's like it's rapidly flashing.
I'm going to cover
Really?
this until
Okay,
you
hold
fix
on.
it.
Okay, don't look at it if it's rapidly flashing. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I just don't want to, like, cause a seizure there. Oh god, what the
Okay,
hell
what
is
about
going on?
this? Does that help?
No.
Okay, I'm going to activate a different scene.
It's doing it here too.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Really?
refreshed and it's not doing it for me.
Okay,
Oh.
y'all need to refresh then.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
refresh.
Weird.
Shit. Hopefully it saved my notes. I think it did. I think that's what's good about Foundry is they're really good about saving instead of just
Yep.
completely wiping.
That fixed it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
good
gonna
to
be
know.
a minute.
I'm now seeing. Okay, there we go. I
Have
see.
you tried turning it off and on again?
Why are you saying
Right.
damn it, Pablo?
Ren, I have a clip of it if you need it, but
Okay, that's fine.
it is
I think
seizure warning.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Looks like the majority of us had to refresh because of that.
Yes. So I will.
Why
If you
can't
clip
I-
that, I'll send it over to the Foundry folks because I actually know like a bunch of the Foundry people. So
All right, here you go.
Tokenizer requires permission to upload files. Please inform your game
yeah,
master.
you can't change your token because you don't have access to my files.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to upload everything. So I have like a data cache that I have to upload everything in. Roll20, it stores it all on the website. In Foundry, it stores it all like on a web server.
Gotcha.
So-
Okay.
God damn it, I've got to rewrite that all. Shit. Oh well.
Damn. All right.
Okay.
All right. So as you hear this kind of growling from the low bushes, let me go ahead and get this all correct here.
Cool. I did say that.
Okay,
turn
and I'm also
tracker.
going to
Put that there. Bam.
move some of you because some of you are within 10 feet of these things, and you now
So I
know
would
that
keep-
10 feet is too close. Jedediah, do you want to move your token at all?
Yeah, because
Uh,
I'd be over next to Will. Or rather,
That'll work. Okay.
I
the-
can't see.
You
Oh,
can't see?
I cannot see.
is your
Hmm.
token out there?
You have vision. Try refreshing.
Oh, I gotta go through all
Sorry.
that again. No, it's fine.
I'm
It's fine.
sorry.
It's fine. I promise.
Let me get Gunrik on there as well. Do you see Gunrik's token now? Okay, excellent. Perfect. Good to know.
There we are.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know what that is. It's probably a module. Something that we'll have to do slowly is like eliminate modules that cause problems because they are all community created. So that can be a bit of an issue. So. Is that where Gunrik's gonna stay?
South of where?
Yeah, he's gonna stay there. Yep.
He's gonna stay. Okay, gotcha. Is Donkey gonna stay there?
Hold on.
All right, and as you hear this kind of low growling from the bushes, you see the plants all release these spores into the air. Pablo is not affected as he is immune to poison. Gunrik, you are close to one of the spores. I need you to go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw, please. I'm sorry, wait. It might not be wisdom. Let me double check my notes. Doodle-doo-doo-doo.
She would have, Seeker would have kept her distance. Made sure.
Yeah, I didn't ask Seeker.
Okay.
It is a con save, actually. My bad. A Constitution save. That's a 6. Did you roll from Mule's sheet or from Gunrik's sheet?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So Gunrik has a +4, so that still would have been a 9 in total. Okay, gotcha. All right, Gunrik, you are affected by this, and then I need everybody to go ahead and also roll initiative. Except if you have a pet that's an NPC, don't roll initiative for it this time. I'm gonna try something.
Oh, nothing's active yet.
No active combat encounter.
Oh,
You gotta activate it.
there you go.
There we go.
Weird. Okay, good to know.
Why am I not here? Right, I'm not crazy. I'm not in there.
I am. Does that roll privately?
I wish I was.
Fuck, that's cool. Okay, God, I love Foundry.
Okay, there we go. Got my notes.
So I
back up
rolled
to date.
privately, but if I went to the combat tracker, it still shows me what rolled and what it rolled.
Really?
Yeah, I can see it's a Dionicus.
Weird.
Dionicus.
Don't let me roll
You know, I
initiative
guess.
for some reason.
What is it saying?
It's like nothing. Nothing's happening.
So click your token and then hit roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah, click that, and then...
Here, let me take you off the combat tracker real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, try again.
What is the? Does anybody see a little like symbol next to
Ooh,
Seeker's
good
profile?
Oh, that's me. I have see invisibility on. I marked it as marked.
Okay.
What's up my initiative?
Icon
roll?
Oh, it's an effect. Got it.
It shows in the
Mhm.
combat tracker too. That's really cool.
Cool.
Yes, it does. It does. And I can like mark people dead. Like if Seeker dies, I can hit this button, and she's now dead.
Oh.
It's so fucking cool. I can also remove her. Watch this. She's gone,
Hey, put me back.
and then she's back. Anyways. Okay, so let me go ahead and change the music. Is there what?
Wait, what is this? Trigger combat state.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I don't know what
Heck
trigger
yeah,
combat state is. Let's see here. So we will begin combat. Gunrik, you have failed your saving throw as you see this plant, this like pretty blue flower spew out all this stuff. You turn around and look, and and then just you all watch Gunrik just fall straight to the ground. Gunrik, you are currently unconscious. And let me see about my effects
Seeker
here.
just actively sighs.
Can I is there an unconscious effect? Hold on, give me a second here. There's an asleep effect. Oh, I love this. All right, Gunrik, you are asleep. I have to read my notes on this.
And a spell I
It's
know fix
also
that.
under conditions as well.
I'm sorry, you are not fully asleep. You are slowed. So you have a disadvantage on all attack rolls until the start of your next turn. You have a -2 to your AC, and your movement speed is halved. Additionally, you cannot take an action and a bonus action. You have to pick. So it is your turn though. Your movement speed's halved, and you either have an action or a bonus action. It's your choice. Because currently
Ren,
you were just sleepy. Yeah.
I lost the ability. You know the buttons on the left where you can like do your measurements and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost the ability to use that.
Oh, I did
What?
as well. Interesting. Yeah.
The what now?
Click on your character token. That might
I
bring it
am
up.
clicked on. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
clicked on my character.
I am as well. Lost the ability to do like the insight check, the perception check,
What?
the hit
Oh
point.
no, I have that on my tool. I have that on my toolbar, but like to
Oh,
measure
I
my
don't.
distance. To measure my distance. So
What
here,
the
let me
heck?
just.
Can you screenshot it for me?
Yeah, it's grayed
I'll
out. Why
do
the
you one
fuck is it
better. Here you
gray?
go.
I have
Well,
my-
I would need a screenshot. I can't look at your screen while I'm
Oh.
DMing.
You can look at mine.
No, I can't. I'll need a screenshot so I can reference it later.
Okay.
Just take a
Yep,
screenshot.
Yep, I'm doing it for you.
Thank you. All right. And additionally, as this plant kind of spews out these spores, you do see these tiny little raptor lizard creatures just come out of the bushes and begin like stalking you. Gunrik.
Okay, I refreshed it and fixed it.
Oh,
Sorry. What was that, Steven?
I was gonna say, I'm taking an action, not a bonus action. So
Okay, gotcha. All right, go ahead and make your attack roll. It's showing Gunrik as an unknown combatant. Oh, I know what's doing that. I can fix that. Hold on. 24 definitely hits. Jesus. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. You just run up to this fucking little tiny dinosaur. It's like half your size, and just club it like a golf swing. This thing is it's bloodied immediately. All right, Gunrik, do you what else are you doing?
that's it. That's my turn.
All right. That's your turn. It's just fucking walk up and golf club this dinosaur to death. All right, that's gonna be the end of Gunrik's turn. Yeah, some of these issues we're running into, I will find solutions for them. I do apologize.
Oh, there's
Oh,
one
quick
other thing.
refresh fixed it. Same with the last one.
Weird.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I don't like having to refresh like this. I'm gonna have to figure. It's got to be a module that's causing these issues. So I'll figure out which one it is.
Okay.
Okay, and it is now this little the dinosaur that you just golf club swinged. He is not happy about it. He does get a multi attack. Let me see something. One with its bite, two with its claws. Okay, it's gonna make a bite attack against you, and then you'll get to see one of the cool modules. It's gonna make 2 claw attacks against you. So the 20 hits, I believe, and then I'm gonna roll 2 claw attacks at the exact same time. Excellent. So a 12 and a 9 to your AC,
Oh.
Gunrik.
Whoops.
The bite hits, the claws miss.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage on the bite. 9 points of damage to you. As it just like latches around like your ankle and starts like trying to trip you. All right, that's gonna be the end of that little dino's turn. It is now this little dino's turn. He's gonna go after Pablo. Pablo, he doesn't know what Pablo is. He's a dinosaur.
I mean, sorry, go for it.
Yeah, right. Bite attack, 2 claw attacks. 22 and 7 and 12.
The 2 claws miss, the bite hits.
The fuck? Leave me
Pablo's
alone.
15 AC.
3 points of damage to Pablo.
Oh, okay. Right. And that's all just piercing? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's also just piercing.
so
Non-magical
I
piercing.
This and this minus 3. There we go.
Fun fact: if you prefer controlling via sheet instead of token, the like adding and subtracting on your sheet
Yes.
also works on the sheet. It's fucking wild. Anyway, Melrinya, Mel, it's now your turn.
I am going to use my bonus action to shout out to Pablo. Attack the one that just hit you. And I'm going to go over here. Wait, far away. Do I have to be? Wait, that is not what I want. Please hold. This is it. That's also not what I want. Where's the? Oh, I'm done. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm 15 feet away. So okay, I'm gonna hit this one right in front of me.
Okay.
Just this fucker.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to hit him with a longsword.
All right. Using one hand.
Bim bam wazzle. Yeah, I am.
That's gonna fucking hit. Go ahead, roll them all.
All right, cool.
Goddamn.
That's max damage.
Okay, whatever. Fucking, you just walk up to this thing and like kick it up in the air and just like stab it. It's not dead, but it may as well be.
Skewered on the end of my longsword. Can
Jesus
I like?
Christ. However, Mel. Oh, you are only 50. Okay, you're 15 feet away.
Yeah.
God damn it, motherfucker. I want to be like, look, this part of the tree's in right here, but no, I won't do that. Okay.
I was
Alright,
going
Mel,
to
you are-
ask about that, and I was like, "Oh, it's just such a small section." Like,
Yeah, okay. Fine. Alright, Mel, is that the end of your turn?
that is the end of my turn. Yes.
Great, okay. That's gonna be
Pablo's
the end
turn.
of your turn. Pablo's turn.
Pablo.
You were gonna check something about pets.
I already did.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you want to add him to the turn tracker?
I would, yes. That would help me a lot.
Can I? Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna try something. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, so there you go.
Did you just happen to roll the exact number?
I actually did. It's fucking great.
All right. So he's gonna hit this one in front of him. He's going to use wait.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there we go. So bam, attack roll 11.
Okay, 11 does not hit, just barely misses.
Damn it. Okay.
Why did you roll the mule?
Well, don't worry about it. Gunrik, would you like your Mel? Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn. Yes.
Great. Donkey gets to go after Donkey. After Gunrik, would you like Donkey's turn to go? Because technically, it should have gotten a turn right after you.
He'll stay in the back. He doesn't want to do much fighting this time.
I got you. All right, and so Mel's turn is over. Pablo's turn. Let's see, 11 misses. Okay, great. Aurelie.
Alright. I assume Gunrik is like right around here-ish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I can't see him, I'll be honest.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I think it's because of the unknown combatant thing. Maybe
That's
that-
so
I don't
weird.
know.
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
going to launch an Eldritch Blast at this one here, up by Pablo.
Okay.
Ah! There we go. No. Click off of the chat log. There we go.
Eldritch Blast. Okay, 24 definitely hits.
One off from another crit.
Jesus.
Aw.
4 points of damage to this creature. You managed to deal pretty significant amount of damage. As the Eldritch Blast hits it, it kind of like scoots it across and it falls over for a second before springing back up and then like jumping towards Pablo. All right, Aurelie, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Man, low-level combat is so different than level 20 combat, guys. Just throwing that out there.
It
Like, God. Y'all are like, fucking Ashwinter, like, I cast Shape Change, Storm of Vengeance, and Gate. Over here, you're like, I'm gonna hit this thing once.
Guess I'll just
Great. Call, it's now your turn.
Cool. We're gonna sidle up over here with Biscuit.
Yep, okay.
All right. So if this is flanking,
It is.
all right.
Yep, it is.
25 definitely hits. Oops, didn't mean that. 7 points. Yeah, this thing, you just like, it doesn't even really manage to do anything. You just walk up to this thing and cut it basically straight in half. It's dead.
Yeah, it's not very. And
I
then
wanna mark it as death. Hold on, just a second. How do I do that in the turn order again? Which one is it? Just a second, sorry. I'm figuring out DM features. Okay, I'm gonna mark that as dead. Oh, it puts a little skull on it. Cool. Do y'all see the skull on its token?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so dope. All right. So it's dead.
Yep, it
Nice.
did.
yeah, and then I'm going to use. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. Cause. Oh wait, no, because hand axes are light. I can do that.
Mm-hmm. They are.
So then move up to be within 20 feet because still wanted to be away from the flowers since we did learn they're dangerous.
I got you.
He's
Yep, you're
being
away.
a little cautious, and then is going to make a ranged attack with his.
I will say the Deonicus has half cover from you, so he has a +2 to his AC right now.
Cover. So can I can probably move forward a little bit more to negate it, right? Or that's still
Yeah, you could. That I'd say that's fine. That's outside the half cover now.
1, 2, so 5. I'd only be able to get to there.
Okay. So
5, 10,
half cover. He has a +2 to his AC, but he seems pretty easy to hit. So
All right, yeah.
take your chance.
Well, fortunately, I can only use my strength, so.
Yep. Hand
It's
axes are
19.
strength 19. 19 hits.
All right.
Daggers, on the other hand, do only 1 average less damage and are dexterity. Cough. Anyway. And you can flavor them however.
Yeah, I
you
know.
want. They
I
can
just
be. They can be axes.
I'm going to get daggers, but because it was just starting equipment.
Oh yeah.
You want daggers? I have lots of daggers.
Selling daggers here. Selling daggers. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is my job.
Nice. 6 points of damage. Let me see if
many daggers.
not dead yet, but very, very close to death as you just hurl this fucking hand axe in this thing. That it doesn't kill it because the hand axe doesn't actually embed any kind of blade, but you do see like the blunt end of the axe just knock the shit out of this thing, and it just falls to the ground and kind of stays there for a minute.
Nice. And yeah, that's the end of it.
Okay. All right. Call. That's the end of your turn. The Deinonychus that was Deinonychus. Heather, you're the dinosaur expert. How the fuck do you pronounce that?
I'm just gonna call it a compy.
Okay, the little compy.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
it
just
is a
gonna call
compy.
it compy.
All right, the little compy is dead, so it's not going to take its turn. Jedediah.
First off, their correct term is dino chase. Anyways, you see me pull out my little crossbow, and I'm hitting Big Boy in the back. I don't know if you can see me target him.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't hit him though.
8. No, unfortunately, he has slightly higher than 8 AC. That's not an exaggeration. It's only slightly higher.
Oh no! You don't tell me that. I think you can see this the what it's the squares it's highlighting, right? So like this moving here would keep me out of the range of everything, right?
Well, all 4 of these
That
trees
is
in
a
the
tree.
center.
Oh, I didn't notice.
All 4 of these trees in the center have like flowers around their base. So if you're within 10 feet of any of these trees, then you're gonna have to make a saving throw.
Yep, you're within 10 feet there.
Oh,
You're not?
Rip, dude.
Right here.
You're gonna you're gonna pass. So you could go
I'll
right
pass my
here.
1.
Yeah, no matter where you go, you're gonna get within 10 feet if you want to get into the center.
Yeah.
You can
That's
risk
a
the
big
saving throw.
ripper. Yeah, bump it. Let's risk the saving throw.
Okay.
We'll move.
So you're gonna get right there, and you only pass within 10 feet of one tree. So, because it was right here or something. Go ahead and make me a Constitution save, please. Okay.
Rip.
5.
Big
Nope,
rippers.
that is a failure. Until the start of your next turn, you are slowed. You have disadvantage on attack rolls. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna mark you. Which I'll put you as asleep, even though you're not really asleep, because you're sleepy. You just got Zoe bubbled.
Yeah. I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to take a bonus action. I won't take a bonus action.
Okay, gotcha. So you end your turn there. Well, you're sleepy now anyway, so you can't take a bonus action from here.
You're right.
So end of your turn, Jedediah. Not bad though. It is now this compy's turn. It is going to rush you down. It does notice that you're sleepy. And as it rushes you down, it's going to go ahead and just make a bite attack against you first. 11.
Misses.
Remember as well, by the way, your AC is reduced by 2. So I think you have 17, so that's a 15 AC right now.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then it's going to make a claw multi-attack against you, so rolling 2 attacks. 23 and 21. Gotcha, okay. Alright, none of them crit though, which is good. Total of 14 points of damage as it's trying to like gnaw at you. It just jumps up on top of you, and it's now like you're struggling, you're slow. You know what it feels like when you first get up in the morning and you wake up during REM sleep? That's what you feel like right now.
I'm feeling right now? Okay.
Yeah, mood. So yeah, it's you're slow and you're having trouble reacting to it. It does jump you. They do not get pack tactics. I don't think so anyway. Hold on. We'll check here. They do not, no. They do have a pretty cool ability that they haven't got to use and probably won't get to use, but that's okay. Yeah, I know it is kind of weird, but I think these guys aren't really pack hunters. They're like stupid raptors. So, all right, that Compy's turn. Seeker.
Would I know if Lesser Restoration would cure the sleepiness?
I mean, you know the spell, you know what it does. Dumb girl. You know, yeah, it's a poison. So, but you know, just as a note, based off of what you all rolled earlier, you know it doesn't last very long.
Okay. I'll let them be stupid. I'm going to hit the one in the... I'm going to hit this one.
Okay.
With Essence Bolt. I'd give them my Fire Dragon Breath that I rolled earlier, but I don't think lighting poison on fire would be a good idea.
I mean, it's up to you.
That's the worst that can happen.
I want the
10.
flowers.
Yeah, the flowers
Okay.
would be profitable.
10 misses.
Okay.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right, Treyan, it's now your turn.
Finally.
Sorry.
No,
Long
it's fine.
combat.
I rolled a one.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna scurry over here. Scurry. And the Deinonychus.
There you go.
Yes, Deinonychus.
Look at you with the correct pronunciation.
Thank you, Google.
Call
gonna
them
hold up my hand.
Pocket Raptors.
Gonna hold up my hand. I'm gonna say, "Oi, I think it's time that we dine on your ass." And I'm gonna shoot the firebolt.
No.
Wait, did you say
Deinonychus
ass?
dying on your ass. Okay, all right. Roll your roll your attack.
arse?
I'm gonna go
Darn.
swim with a toaster. Same. All right, roll your attack. 15 hits. Which one are you
Yeah.
targeting?
The one right. The one right in front of Gunrik.
Oh, this one right here. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Just turn around, like have your sword to your side, and like raise your hand, and the fire just jets out. Roll damage.
It's
5 points of damage. I
Alright,
think it's
nice.
still alive. Yep,
That's okay.
still alive. As you hit it with this firebolt, it kind of squeals. It's very much, you know, it ain't living much longer.
Alright,
is that the end of your turn?
right now.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's the end
dino
of my
meat
turn.
probably tastes pretty. Probably tastes a little bit like crocodile. Yeah, a little
Crocodile.
bit like chicken. Gunrik, it's now your turn. The sleepy fades. However, you are still within 10 feet of a tree, so go ahead and roll me a con save.
Oh no.
15 succeeds. The sleepy is gone from you. Kind of shake yourself awake.
Cool. I'm gonna hit this stupid lizard.
Do it. $16 definitely hits. You don't have to roll damage. It has 1 HP. Okay, great. You obliterate this thing. Your grit club swings down, and all you hear is as it just disappears into a fine
Do
redness.
some of its bones get stuck in the Great Club.
I would say yes.
Sick.
Gunrik, is that the end of your turn, or are you moving? Okay, good talk. All right, end. Gotcha. Deinonychus, this guy is he's gonna keep attacking Pablo. He hasn't landed a hit yet. He has no idea what's going on. I did land a hit on Pablo, actually. That's okay. 18 to AC on Pablo. Oops, didn't mean to roll this. 18 and a 20. I think both of those hit. Pablo is going to take a total of 7 points of damage, piercing damage. Well, piercing and slashing, anyways. As the little raptor jumps on top of him and starts to bite and slash, doing its best to try to kill its prey, not realizing that its friends are all dead.
Oof.
Not all of his friends. It'll be fine.
I mean, yeah. All right, that's the end of the guy's turn. Mel, it's now your turn.
Okie dokie. I am going to measure this out first. To make sure that, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. How do I, why is this not working?
What are you trying to do?
I do the I don't remember the hotkey for it.
Oh yeah, there is a hotkey to do what you're trying to do. I don't know what it is though. I'm sorry.
Hang on. This is it. Oh, it's shift click. Okay. Why is that? That is all kinds of weird.
All right, what are you trying to do?
Okay. There we go. I got it. That puts me within 10 feet. I think. Right? Yeah, that would. So I have to be within those squares. Wait, that's 10 feet away? Fuck. Okay. I think I could get here.
Okay.
You can see that ruler, right?
Yeah, I can see your ruler.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna get right.
You'd have to be right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right here. So, no, I want to move that.
There you
go. There. And then I want to, and I don't actually think I have any of these. So I'm gonna cast.
Yeah.
You got 10 seconds.
I'm not gonna do anything. All right. Do I have a ranged attack? I don't. Oh, I have a crossbow. Why is this not actually on my weapons?
You have to equip it.
Oh, do I? This is not equipped. Wait, that's not the button. How do I equip it? The fuck? Details. Equip. There we go.
I'm gonna delete you.
All right, I got it. Crossbow. That didn't roll, did it? It did.
My crossbow. It did. It's in chat.
16
hits. Which one are you shooting?
I'm gonna shoot the one on Pablo because I'm probably not gonna do that much damage.
Okay.
5.
5. That is double its current health, pretty much. So, it is fucking gonzo as you just turn around, point, and loose the crossbow. Not great with ranged weapons, but it's good enough to hit this thing straight in the shoulder blades, basically, and it just falls to the ground.
Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action and tell Pablo to go up and get behind that thing and whack the shit out of it. So he's gonna get up here and he's going to do his thing with.
He has flanking.
He does, yes. So this has advantage. 23.
23 hits.
All right. Okay. Damage. Normal. 5.
That's definitely some damage. 5 points of damage to this thing. It's almost half its HP. So.
And then he's going to use his movement to get right here.
Interesting. Okay. Gotcha. Mel, is that the end of yours and Pablo's turn?
That is, yes.
Aurelie. There's one tiny Dionychus left. Dionychus? Danucus. Dionychus.
Dick turd.
Dino chase.
Deinonychus.
Dick turd.
Yeah,
Pocket
I'm just gonna
raptor.
send out a...
I heard fuck it,
good.
Raptor, and I don't want any of that.
Pocket
All right.
raptor.
Spirit's not your turn. Eldritch Blast. All right, go ahead and roll damage. That's definitely gonna hit. 9 points of damage. I think that might kill it. It does. As you target this thing, how do you want to kill the last tiny dinosaur?
Is it like trying to bite somebody? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
that
it's like
does?
it's currently trying to like maul Jedediah to death.
Yeah, I kind of want to just like Eldritch Blast into its mouth.
Okay, got you. It's like it gets to Jedediah and it like is about to try to lock jaws around its throat, and you just blast it straight in the mouth, and it just goes flying off of him and lays on the ground dead. Okay, and that is the end of combat.
Thank you. That hurt.
Jedediah is mildly Elvis.
Yeah, damn it! I'm changing the voice now.
No, I like it. I love it.
I want some more of it.
So glad I'm not the only one that thought of that.
as you finish off the last of the tiny raptors, are you trying to gather any of these flowers, or are you getting the pack?
Yeah, I absolutely want those flowers.
Okay. Pablo can gather flowers pretty easily. Nobody has to get near any of these flowers. So I would say Pablo can roll a survival check,
Ouch.
which would be wisdom.
I should probably move.
I
Wait, why
can.
does Pablo have to roll a wisdom check?
You know what I think? I can
Survival.
guidance without being close to him.
You can. You have a 60-foot guidance range.
Yep.
Because Bard.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, so you're gonna guidance him.
Yep.
Cool. Since I rolled a high nature check, can I give him advantage?
Yeah, you can like direct him. Yeah, I'd say that's fine.
Okay, cool. So a wisdom, you said, correct?
Wisdom check, unless he's proficient in survival, which he
He
is
is not. Right. So this would be
Roll it.
plus
And then let me bring up my
1d4
notes real quick.
and then advantage. 22.
22, gotcha. The DC for that was 18, so you're gonna get Pablo's going to gain 3 rare flowers and one uncommon uncommon ingredient. So
Can you see if there?
Hold on.
Would I know if there's any seeds?
you would know that these plants are incredibly difficult to grow. So there might be seeds, but it would be very difficult to grow them. They grow from their flowers. So
Yeah, can. Oh, they grow from the flowers.
mm-hmm.
Can I have one of those flowers? That might be
You
useful
get
to grow.
three there's a word for these type of flowers. I forgot what they're called, but 3 like viable flowers, and then just a little bit of salvage from Valhalla's pack. I'll just go ahead and throw that in there. So Tyler, I don't know if you've ever seen salvage used in D&D before. It's basically just catch-all loot. So we don't have to sit here and itemize a bunch of loot for no reason, because you're just gonna sell it all anyways.
Don't pretend to judge me and know what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna judge you and know exactly what you're about to do. You're like, I don't need this scimitar. Yeah, can I just eat the entire loot? Like, I don't need this scimitar. I don't need any of this stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
I'll
know
give her a
what you're
flower.
talking about. Jedediah is the type of person who eats scimitars for breakfast. Metal
If
ain't
anybody
shit.
else,
Thank you.
God damn it. If anybody else would like to attempt to gather flowers, that's not Pablo. You are free to. This is the kind of extent that Pablo himself could really gather.
Oh, all right. I
Um,
would like to try to.
Yeah.
Well,
are
while
we
the
gonna-
flower gathering is going on, can Call actually do like a walk around the entire field to look for other creatures and or like the owner of the bag?
You can go ahead and as you're walking around, make a perception check. And since this is going to take a while, you can add 10 to your perception check. Just kind of looking around, trying to make sure that the area is secure, etc.
I will.
24
That's 24. 24. You do not see any other creatures laying in wait. You do see a small pile of bones that has been drug off to the side. Seems that these Deinonychus may have some kind of special relationship with flowers, and it seems like this is their hunting ground. And so, you gather that. However, you do not see any other sign of Valhalla until you reach kind of the far northern side of this area, and you do find what is very obviously like a big steel-plated boot footprint deep in like the ground is not muddy here, but it is slightly wet. Yeah, anybody that wants to try to gather more flowers, you can go ahead and roll a survival check to gather more flowers. However, you must roll a Constitution save first. If you fail the con save, that's a DC 14, then you can't gather any flowers.
What happens if we cover our mouths and eyes?
If you cover your mouths and eyes, you have advantage on the con save.
Oh, what happens if we just cover our mouths and nose? I guess
You do not gain advantage, because if the spores get in your eyes, they also will put you sleepy.
shit.
So
They're basically opiates.
Do we gain disadvantage on the survival check if we cover our eyes?
No,
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna go
no,
do
that's
that.
fine. There's not really any consequence. In combat, it would have had a consequence, but you guys recognized the flowers, so it didn't really matter that much.
All right, I'm gonna cover my eyes and mouth and nose then.
Okay.
Survival, you said? Oh no, wait.
Survival.
Constitution first.
Constitution save first. If you fail the con save, DC 14, then you can't gather any flowers.
It was a DC? Okay.
And I will guidance myself for the survival check.
Survival check is a DC 18 to gather 3 flowers.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
I will guidance myself as well.
Do I have advantage
Sure.
since I succeeded on
Can
that
you
nature check
guide it?
earlier?
No.
Can you guidance yourself for a saving throw?
No, guidance is ability
resistance.
checks. Yeah,
Shit.
resistance is the saving throw.
Okay,
Big oof.
I will try to do
Damn
that
it.
and cover my eyes and stuff. Ugh,
Where are hit die on this sheet? Do you happen to know, Ren?
does 15 succeed? Yes.
Yeah. 15 does succeed the saving throw, yeah. If you're looking at your sheet, Jordan, hit die. That's a great fucking question.
Yeah.
Where are your hit die? Holy shit. I do not know.
I'll keep looking.
Yeah, keep looking, because I
The
don't
sheet
know.
is using?
He's using the compact D&D Beyond sheet.
Ooh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Okay, so Seeker, that's a Constitution saving throw. Roll a survival check, please.
22.
22, you gather 3 more flowers.
Here you go. She returns one of the flowers.
Okay.
Okay, is everybody else satisfied?
Hmm?
Great. So, you do know that these flowers can be used in poisons. You do know there's also a skilled alchemist you've already met. Emma Redone is the alchemist on the island. She could turn these into something for you, or if you were a skilled alchemist yourself, you could try to turn them into something else. But nonetheless,
I didn't get any.
I'm sorry.
How did
No.
I
You guys
do?
got 6 in
Hi.
total for the party. So, depends
What
on
did I-
if people... What was that?
I healed.
Did you take a short rest?
No.
I don't know.
I was at 17. I'll just put myself back
Okay.
down.
That's fine. I don't know.
Yeah, I
As you...
confused.
I got you. As you continue onwards, this might run just slightly later than I wanted it to. Is that okay with people? Probably not much. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably another 20
That'd be
minutes or
fine.
so.
Yeah. that'd
Okay,
be fine.
cool. As you continue onwards, you continue trekking through the woods. It is a bit of a trek. However, Valhalla was clearly not forgivable. I need to go. Fuck you. Valhalla was clearly not trained in covering her tracks, and she is not terribly difficult to track through the woods. You do eventually come upon an old currently unused camp. This is very clearly Valhalla's camp. And you also note that you start seeing willow trees off in the distance, and the ground darkens a couple hundred feet from you. You are at the edge of the willow grove right now. And within Valhalla's camp, you think to explore it, but maybe that could be a bad idea, as you do see several figures that have infiltrated this camp and seem to be searching it themselves, actually. Or maybe not searching, but at least occupying this camp. You do see what looks like corpses. Their feet dragging across the ground. You see 4 skeletons, previously people, perhaps, that are just walking around the camp aimlessly. You see 2 massive structures of bone, automatons. You really don't even know what to call them. And then one that seems to be intelligently searching through the campsite. They don't seem to have noticed you yet.
I'd like to bestow, I think it's Gunrik?
The orc?
Yeah, the orc.
Shrek?
Yeah, Shrek.
Excellent.
Fire's breath. Dragon's fire's breath.
Oh, okay.
Have fun with that. It's 30 feet, and I'll roll the dice for you. That's a...
Yeah, Gunrik, you feel this. Well, I would like Gunrik to roll the dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 3d6.
Gunrik, you feel as she kind of whispers, she pulls out a crystal ball, and she whispers towards you, and you see the crystal ball glow for a second, and then you see this kind of shape form out of the darkness, and it almost seems to surround you for a moment. This draconic entity seems to be now following you around. It's something. It's translucent. It looks almost like a ghost.
Okay.
Are we able to tell, like, do any of the skeletons look to be of a tiefling variety? Like, maybe we see like a tail on one of them.
Make a perception check.
Okay. I need to check and see if I get advantage on this one, real quick.
It's
Sorry.
sight.
Yeah. Hearing, smell. Okay, hearing, smell. Skills and perception.
No.
You
can't tell.
I think I need glasses.
You think you need glasses? Okay.
I can't tell anything that's going on down there. I just see things waddling around.
Can I take a look?
Sure. I mean,
DM?
Yeah, sure, go.
Okay.
Tell me what you roll. I'm not looking at chat right now.
Okay, I'm gonna guidance myself.
Okay.
Oh, I see nothing. 9.
Nice. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Seeing that everybody's straining, trying to look, I'm just gonna start walking down to the camp.
Okay. You just exit the woods, the safety of the woods, and begin headed towards the camp. Okay.
Yep.
Give me
by my
just a
side.
second.
And not in an aggressive manner, just, you know. Oh, I don't like these rolls.
Give me just a second here.
I'm also
Okay,
not
I
trying
think
to be
I've got
stealthy.
everything. I want to see something before I switch you guys over. I'm gonna put a fucking right here. Okay, and then it's still daylight outside, so I'm gonna change this thing to global illumination. Take off fog. Okay, great. And then I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch you guys over to the new scene. If it begins flashing, of course, look away from it, hide it, whatever you got to do. I will, try to switch it off. But I want to see if maybe loading tokens that you guys didn't have on there really quickly is what caused that. So we'll see. I'm gonna switch it right now.
Nope.
That worked.
It worked?
Yeah, it
Okay.
worked.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh,
Uh-huh.
hey.
yeah.
So as you begin approaching
Oh shoot.
Pablo by your side, you take a step out and you see two of the large skeletons. Multiple skeletons begin pointing at you, and you see them draw their bows, and you see the one that's searching through the campsite intelligently stand up, look at you, point, and you just if you speak Undercommon, it's just the word kill.
Ooh.
Oh, that's rude. I actually know if I speak that.
I'm gonna try
I did
something
not.
real quick.
I would like to communicate telepathically, though, however, and would say, I'm friendly.
Roll a persuasion check.
All right. I'm not good at these.
Can I highlight this whole thing and just click roll
That's a
NPCs?
15.
That doesn't work. Okay.
To the
That's
intelligent
a 15?
Yeah.
15. Yeah, they don't seem to be responding to you.
Shit ton of initiative.
So the intelligent one did not understand me.
No, he maybe not. He might have understood you, but he didn't respond.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. Can you guys roll initiative for me?
Yay.
This session has a lot of combat, just right up front.
Will's gonna not march dick first into everything.
Yeah.
Listen,
Finally.
sometimes you just have to fucking whip it out and let them have it.
Fair.
I went from bottom of the pack to middle, and now I'm top, and I'm like, but no, I can't heal people that way.
I mean, you're technically last, though. Just Count it
mean,
after.
you can hit me with some
Let's see something here.
healing
Okay.
going into my turn. If you'd like.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, we do have some people that are down.
I am going to compress these skeletons. All the skeletons go at the same time.
Am I allowed to make cure wounds spell scrolls in my downtime?
Yes. Right?
You can, yeah. There's an entire rule set, so you can message me about it after the session if you like. I'm gonna
Alright,
compress some of this just to save time in the combat and have certain, like, I'm grouping all the enemies to make them go at the same time. So.
Oh, thank God.
All right, and that is it. Let me go ahead and switch some music over.
Are you gonna roll the mule and the
I
bet
think
for
he
them?
said he was putting his dogs to bed.
Oh, yeah,
I
I'll roll
gotcha.
Pablo real quick.
Yeah, I must have missed that. Yeah, BRB putting the dogs to bed. I'll roll the mule for him.
I can't. I don't know the power to change it.
You don't? Okay, well
No.
that's annoying. Update combatant. What's your initiative?
My initiative is 9.
Great. So there's a macro that I'm going to create later for you that just pulls your current initiative from the turn tracker and assigns it to Pablo,
Okay.
which is dope.
Did you? I think you just changed.
I changed Pablo's to 9. I'll change it to 8. Give me a second.
No, his is 15 right now.
Wait, is it? Hold on.
Yeah, you changed Kalteak, I think.
No, I didn't.
You
Oh, no, you didn't. Okay.
changed the donkey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
Sorry.
I was taking
I was looking at the donkey.
I was taking notes for the mission report.
Uh-huh.
Found a camp. Looks like her camp. Undead searching it. Hard to see what's going on. The male walked out. They're attacking her. I guess I should stop writing and help.
Okay. God damn
He
it.
has to
All right, we're
grab
gonna.
that bag.
I want them.
I'm
all to
assuming
charge
that
me
you guys
and then
grab
just
the bag.
miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm assuming y'all grabbed the bag. You did look through it. There was just basic kit stuff in there.
Alright.
Yeah, nothing special.
Cool.
Aurelie, you have the first go.
So Gunrik is invisible.
That's right. Gunrik is invisible and has dragon's breath right now.
30 feet.
We can tell him that when he gets back. Oh boy, what's the range on this spell again?
I'm just
Looking
imagining
crazy.
what a different movie Shrek would have been if he was invisible.
By the
With a
way,
fucking dragon spirit following him.
Yeah.
by the way, the save is my spell DC.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, Gunrik, I see that you're back, so we would just want to let you know they cast. Seeker gave you dragon's breath, so you have a 30-foot cone of fucking dragon's breath you can breathe as an action whenever you want to. And then additionally, it's a one-time use, and then additionally, you're also invisible right now. Just throwing that out there. So, all right,
I thought Dragon's Breath was just was a concentration.
it's not the spell. It's she's a spirits bard.
Oh.
Which, yeah,
I
it's
rolled-
one of her bardic inspiration.
I rolled
things.
dragon. The target mystically shoots fire from the mouth with a cone.
Anyways, it's dragon's breath. So
Yeah.
let's move on. You don't have to read all that. Aurelie, it's your turn.
Alright, so do those four look like they all use bows?
Yes, they all are equipped with bows.
Okay, and then does this thing have any like equipment on it?
What do you mean?
Like
Oh,
any
that one?
weapon?
Yeah, he's currently got a short sword drawn.
Yeah.
He does have a bow across his back.
So I have.
And as he looks at you and turns, you see two bright blue eyes.
Okay, suddenly I don't like that guy anymore. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Looks like a White Walker.
She hasn't seen Game of Thrones.
Ah, fuck. Probably for the best.
Google that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright, what are you doing?
Good things.
couple
I'm gonna
seasons
Eldritch
real
Blast that guy.
All right, go ahead. 14 does hit actually. Wow. 8 points of damage as you
Damage.
strike demolish. As you strike him, the Eldritch Blast slams into him, and it definitely affects him. He seems to like shrug it off though, and just points in your general direction.
Where did Jedediah go?
I'm still
Wait,
back in the group.
I don't.
I don't see your token.
Yeah.
Oh, you're underneath Gunrik.
Oh, he's underneath Gunrik. I'm gonna move you right here. Weird.
Weird.
Gunrik was underneath me very much.
Yeah, fair. All right, Aurelie, is that the end of
I'm
your turn?
gonna bonus action heal Jedediah.
Okay.
Ouch.
I mean, I think Gunrik would definitely be a bottom. Anyway, Jedediah plus 3 health.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, great. Aurelie, your turn's over. Jedediah, it's currently your turn.
Okay. Honestly messes things up a little bit. Do we see any blue, like specifically this one? Do we see any of those blue flowers in it?
Looking
No?
around, you don't see any blue flowers.
Okay, cool. In that case, you just see Gunrik like drop his swords real quick, and I really didn't want to do
Gunrik?
this.
Wait,
Uh,
Jedediah?
sorry guys. I'm
Okay,
so-
gotcha.
I'm
I was so confused. I was like, hold on.
It's orc.
Okay, continue.
Oh, I really didn't want to do this. And he moves here, and then as he moves, you start to see like his like face starts to extend a little bit, and like his hands start to get meatier, and I think you see claws coming out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a werebear, and he's gonna just go ahead and take that form. I don't think, because I got healed, I don't think I take bloodlust this turn. So that's
You do not take bloodlust
unfortunate.
this turn. That's okay. though.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But
No. I wouldn't have taken it anyways. In all honesty,
You were
looking at the
still over
map,
half.
Yeah. So
Yep,
all
so.
good.
All right, so
But-
that's your bonus action.
Yep. I can do another bonus action as
As an action,
an action, correct? Yeah.
you can, sure.
So I'm gonna do Blood Curse of the Binding on the big one on my right, and I'm going to amplify that. I don't know why it spammed all of those things.
It's okay. Oh god, that's a huge card.
Oh shit! What the hell?
Jesus.
Oh god.
Blood Curse of Binding as a bonus action. You can attempt to bind a creature you can see within 30 feet of you, and
Yeah,
you're going to amplify it.
I need
So
to
you
roll a
take your
1d4.
Hemocraft die, 1d4. That's going to put you, 2 points of damage to you. And then Curse lasts for 1 minute and can affect the creature regardless of their size at the end of each of its turn. Another strength saving throw. Okay, so it's a strength save?
Yeah. I'm.
What is your
thinking he
DC?
Might breaking it out. The DC.
It should be 8 plus
Your proficiency plus my
proficiency plus your
int, right?
wisdom? Or int, yeah, okay.
So that would be 8 plus 2 plus 3, so 13.
13, okay, gotcha. 13 strength. Give me 1 second. This guy's not proficient, so 6, he fails. He is currently restrained, and at the end of each of his turns, he gets to make another strength saving throw. But until then, he is in trouble. All right,
That'll be my turn.
excellent, good job, Jedediah. And then it's going to be the skeletons' turns. They are all going to point their bows at the last person that the white pointed at, which happened to be Aurelie in this case, actually.
Uh-oh.
What? I thought she pointed at me.
Aurelie Eldritch Bless the White.
Oh.
Yeah, and then. Yep. The skeleton's going to move slightly forward. It's actually going to move like right over here.
Since I established
Also-
a telepathic connection with her, can I call her a coward?
The white?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can certainly call her a coward. Do you call her a coward?
I do. Yeah.
She's a fucking coward. Also, the grid on this map is super faint.
It is. Yeah.
I kind of like it
Okay.
though. in
She
all
can
honesty.
understand me.
too. I need a little bit more. Hold on. That'll work, I guess. Yeah, she can understand you. But she's also got like fucking 17 ints. She's not dumb. or he actually. This white's I don't know. Do undead care? I don't know. Anyway, all these skeletons are going to shoot at Aurelie.
Rip you.
Roll. You know what? Mel, roll intimidation check.
All right, yeah.
It's
Here we
fine. I
go.
can take it.
I'm not very good at these, so
I know.
it's 12.
12. I'll say one of the skeletons is going to target you.
All right, cool.
All right, the skeleton is going to target you with a short bow attack.
That's a miss.
15. All right, the other 3 are going to target Aurelie. And cool thing about using duplicate stat blocks, I'm just going to roll.
Oh.
Whoops, I can just do this. Hold on. Oh no. So that's 2 normal hits and a crit.
Hey.
You might be going unconscious.
I tried. 2 of those would have missed me.
So 2 normal hits, total of 11 points of damage. Not
Okay.
bad, not bad. And now a critical hit. 7, that's a total of 18 points of damage to you, Aurelie, as 3 arrows just soar through the air and bury themselves. You have to like maneuver yourself out of the way to not just instantly get skewered by these arrows. Seeker, it is now your turn.
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
I just want to see a barbarian orc rush up and breathe dragon fire across the entire field of undead. Like, I'm so excited right now.
Shit. Speaking of which, isn't this concentration?
That is concentration. Roll me 3 concentration checks.
Oh boy.
None of them exceed a DC of 10.
Am I able to roll?
If you're all
You can't multi-roll
Constitution save.
skills. Success. Success.
More.
Come on.
No!
Shit.
What's it on the last
Failure. Okay. Do apologize, but Gunrik, you are no longer invisible. You still have Dragon's Breath, though. All right, Seeker.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim at the white.
Okay. What are you aiming?
This.
Okay. Roll
Actually,
attack.
you know what? I'm gonna bane. I'm gonna bane the white.
Okay.
If I cast it at level 2, how much is that gonna cost?
You get to target 4 people.
You wish to bane, do you?
I'm going to target the white, the 2
Mhm.
big guys, and 1 skeleton.
What's your DC?
13.
Okay, the white succeeds. Oh, bang, okay. God damn it.
Well, bang.
Well, bang, okay. The one of the big guys fails. The other big guy fails, and then what? The closest skeleton to you
Yeah.
succeeds. So the 2 big guys are currently baned, and I will just put a weakened thing on them,
I'm going to go ahead and just roll a d4.
and then we'll just subtract that. Okay. We can do an average if you want to, just to yeah. Okay. All right. So is that the end of your turn? That's your action. You're now concentrating as well.
And I'm going to healing word. I don't think I can healing word. Never mind.
You can't. No. All right. Into your turn.
Yeah.
It is now the white's turn.
I'm gonna move. 1 second.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself.
I'm gonna move here.
The white is going to go ahead and it is going to. It can't get in range of anybody just yet, I don't think. Oh, it's so close to Jedediah. Yeah, it's going to get right here. And it is going to reach out and it's going to do a longbow attack. It's going to attack you, Melrinya.
Good. That's a
10.
miss.
That's going to miss. All right. And then, let's see here. It gets another longbow attack and it's going to attack you again.
Yeah, hit me.
That's a 9.
That's a miss.
All right, both of them miss. 2 arrows against you, both miss. Treyan.
All right. We're gonna move up.
And I am currently concentrating. Is there a?
And I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on the big dude.
On the big guy right here.
Yes.
Okay, great. Go ahead and roll an attack roll with Witch Bolt, please.
No. I remember now, but for a second my brain went, what?
The full.
That's a
Okay,
20.
that's gonna be a hit. Yep, that's a hit. So you are concentrating now,
Yes.
and additionally, you have a link with this guy. So I'm gonna put a shocked condition on him, and then go
Cool.
ahead and roll damage on Witch Bolt.
3.
Okay, great. 3 points of damage to this guy. And as the lightning tether between you sparks, yeah, not bad. You can activate your action every turn to automatically make him take that damage. 1d12 damage every turn. No attack roll needed.
Nice. And that is my turn.
Okay, call.
All right. First off, let me. It's probably a little dangerous.
Considering there's somebody with a dragon's breath, yes.
It's up to you.
No, I think we'll just. Probably just because I don't think he wants to rush completely into all the other people. So, he'll move up.
Okay.
To there. That is within 20 feet. All right, and then do 2 hand axes.
Great, that'll work. These guys are not hard to hit. They are big, slow, lumbering targets. Okay, yeah, both of those hit, and one of them's a crit. So go ahead and roll damage. Roll a crit separately. You'll click the critical hit button when you roll it.
Okay. So there's the normal.
Okay.
And then
Noise. It's fucking 13 points of damage. As you just 2 hand axes, and one of them just like chops some of the like ribs up for this creature. It looks like a giant minotaur, but it's made of bones. Yeah. All right, and is that the end of your turn, Call? Fuck yeah, that was a good turn. All right, Mel. Renmelia.
Sorry, I was calling a friend because they were telling me the water's wet, and this person who they were using for advice isn't wearing a mask properly, so I refuse to take advice from them. Anyway, I'm just, you want to be scientific about, things like that, then you should probably fucking wear a mask. Sorry.
Take your turn.
All right. Yeah. So, oh god, what's going on? Okay. What's my speed? I think my speed's 30.
30.
It is, yes. All right, cool. How do I show this? I can't just press Q. Fuck. Okay. Neat. Yeah, I'm gonna get right here. I'm just gonna get right here.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'm gonna get right here. We're gonna have my bonus action. Have Pablo follow me.
Okay.
So he won't get here too. And I'm gonna smack the
stab. All right.
I just realized. Hold on. Where was I? I was like right here, right? No.
Yeah.
I was right here. Right here.
Close enough.
Ish. Okay. Oh, okay. I can't. All right. Never mind. Yeah. So I'm gonna stabby, make stab.
Okay.
So. Boom. That's a miss.
Oof. That is a miss. It's got slightly more than 8 AC. Not much more, but slightly.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to tell Pablo to beat the shit out of him as well.
Was your bonus action not to tell Pablo to move?
Well, I think you can move. Hang on. Let me actually go in and read this then.
Okay. Well, we'll just say go ahead and make the attack then.
Okay.
Look that up for me later.
I will. So force power and attack. Normal. Okay. That's a 13.
13 just hits.
Cool.
Fought them now long enough. These big guys have 12 AC.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. He's definitely getting hurt. You guys have pummeled this guy really quickly. He's not dead, but he's getting there. All right, end of your turn.
Oh, okay. It can move and use its reaction on its own.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
That is my turn. Yes.
Okay, Donkey and Gunrik. You guys can take your turn at the same time. It's whatever. Technically, Donkey should go after you, but I don't care.
Cool.
Two.
burning breath of fire.
Or just smash people. It's really up to you.
Can't reach anybody.
That's how
You
I
have the spirit
handle
of a
all my
dragon.
problems in life.
Accurate. Oh.
Okay. There.
Okay.
Sorry, I was figuring out my movement.
Oh, you're fine.
And then I want to use the dragon's breath going in this direction.
Okay, hold on just a second here. So it's a 30-foot cone, you said?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot cone.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
With a DC of 13, since that's my spell save.
So like this right here? And ignore what it's got highlighted. If the line touches, it touches.
Right, so to the right, one, so it hits the white and the creature next to it.
Yeah, it'll hit them both. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, but I'm trying to avoid hitting
her.
Oh, you're trying to avoid hitting her. Okay, so you don't care about the big guy. You just want to do like this right here?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, that'll work. Gotcha. Okay, what is the
Dex
DC
save.
for the saving throw?
13.
13. DC 13 dex save. Okay, great. Hold
And I'll
on.
take half as much on a failed. I mean, excess.
Okay, the white succeeds, the skeleton does not.
Roll 3d6.
Okay. Gunrik, 3d6. How the fuck do I place a template here? There we go. 3d6, 11 points of damage, and they. Oh god, there's a tiny template now. And they take half as much on a fail.
Yep.
Oh Jesus. Okay, that's still what, 5 points of damage. That's still a lot of damage. The skeleton is immediately obliterated as you just kind of like run forward, take a deep breath backwards, and just bellow out. And you just watch this fire spouting from your mouth. You just eviscerate the skeleton, or incinerate the skeleton. That's the word I'm looking for. Skeleton's gone. The white is also fairly hurt right now.
Right after he's done. So right after he's done doing that, he looks back at the non-existent camera and says, "Better out than in, I always say."
My fucking
God, no.
No. I'm shutting the server
Fucking
down.
Can I
shit.
petition to delete his character?
I can't believe I gave him that opportunity. God damn it.
All right,
What have
Donkey's
you
turn.
done?
Nice. Nice.
God damn it.
That was great. That was great.
Donkey's turn.
Excellent.
Donkey has 25 feet of movement, I think.
Don't
All right.
Don't tell me we're
God.
gonna find a dragon and it's gonna romance it.
No, the donkey is not romancing any dragons this campaign. It is now the Minotaur skeleton's turn.
To be fair, his master was just a dragon.
Yeah, well, this
Dragon
fucking
spirit.
I'm hitting Melrinya.
I'm gonna take it out on
Wait,
this
hold
guy.
on. Gore? No, not Gore. I'm sorry. Great Axe.
Slap
Melrinya,
me,
18.
Daddy. That's a miss.
Fuck you. What is your AC?
21.
I hate you. All right.
I'm in medium armor, by the way.
I know. It could be 22 with plate. All right. So that is that guy's turn. This guy is also. So the other one can't do anything because he's restrained. He gets a strength save at the end of his turn, though. So.
Well, what did he roll the first time? Because I'm thinking I might have told you the wrong thing. He would have failed anyways. Okay.
It was like a 13 or something. Yeah. Not even a 13. It was an 8.
He needs to roll an 11 because I was on the sheet. I was looking at my save because it has them right next to each other. I was looking at my
Okay,
save
gotcha.
instead of my modifier.
So it's an 11. Okay, so 11 on a strength save? Or a strength check? Oh, wait, hold on. Is it a save or a check?
It
doesn't matter, actually. So 15. He's no longer restrained. Dobby is free.
Dobby.
They are still both still baned, however. So I will note that 18 is actually a 16, a 17, so it wouldn't have mattered. All right, that's the end of that. Aurelie.
Arla.
It's now your
I
turn.
think I'm just gonna launch. Oh shit! What have I done? Okay. I'm just gonna launch another Eldritch Blast into that thing because I don't
Okay.
like it.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
Eldritch Blast.
17 definitely hits. Roll damage. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Really good.
All right. So as the white just like barks out, as it does this, just immediately just gets its head like basically crushed in by this like icy fucking blast from you, and it falls to the ground.
Cool. I'm gonna heal myself.
Fucking owned. Okay. Skeletons now pick a target at random. Jedediah. You are now transformed into a hybrid.
Yeah. As I go running over this direction, you do notice he scrapes his like claws across his face, and electricity follows in its wake.
Oh god, you're like, oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Give all that.
I
You take
realized
3
I
points of
did
damage.
not plan to make Bear. I want to be very clear. I made these two decisions in very
It's
different
already done.
times,
Continue.
but it has happened. So I take 3 points of damage.
I just hear that Wrath of the Storm.
And it actually finishes my movement for me because I'm now raging.
Okay. Great. That's your.
Anyways, I make 2 of these claw attacks.
Mm-hmm.
There's 1. There's 2. I miss 2 of these claw attacks.
Why do you have a -1?
Why do I have a -1?
So you rolled dex attacks, but it should have been. So you
I
rolled a
get to-
6 and a 5. What is your dex modifier?
My dex modifier is +3.
Okay, so that should be a +4 to each of those. So those both. No, the 6 misses, and the 7's gonna hit here. So, I'll go ahead and fix that on your sheet later.
Okay. All good. Here, take some damage.
And then that's actually another +4, which is 9.
I rolled a 4 on it. Nice.
Nice. So that is 13 points of damage, which is a fucking chunk of this dude's health. As you just start clawing him with these huge fucking claws.
Chunky.
Yeah, you just volibear this dude. Chunky. Chunky donkey.
Do I get
Right.
after 5 times? Do I get to take a bite out of him for like massive damage?
Yeah, only after you hit him 5 times though, and the damage is really reduced now that the reworks happened. Actually, you just heal a lot
Feels
though.
bad, man. Feels bad. Oh, hey, actually good.
Right? Okay, skeletons' turns. Unless you're got anything else for me, Jedediah.
No, I've used my bonus
Okay, great.
action.
Okay, after this, Seeker, you're up, so start planning your turn. The skeletons are going to... they do take attacks fairly randomly now. So that's 1, okay. That's 2, okay. And then that's 4, so that's going to be 1 attack against Melrinya, again.
Oh,
Cool.
I just realized I could have done a lot more damage. Feels bad.
That's a natural 1. There's going to be 1 attack against Seeker.
I got half cover. Or
Yeah, you are pretty well hidden here. I would call it half cover. That's not gonna hit. And then 1 attack against Treyan. I don't have to roll that every time. 9. None of those hit, so the skeletons do nothing this turn. All right, Seeker.
yeah, I'm going to do my bonus action to roll my chart. A 2. What does that do?
Probably should have rolled that
Ooh.
beforehand.
Okay. So, I'm actually going to take my action for this. I bestow it on, let's see, this is Jebediah. This is the warrior. Make a spell, melee attack against a target. A spectral warrior will appear in a brief occupational space within 5 feet of the target before vanishing. On hit, the target takes force damage equal to 2 of my inspiration die, plus
Okay,
my
so-
charisma modifier.
So we'll simplify that. Jedediah, the next time you hit something, they take 3d6 plus their charisma modifier damage.
3d6.
I'm sorry, 2d6 plus their charisma modifier damage.
Yeah,
Sorry.
2d6 plus 3.
Yep. Okay. Gotcha. So your next attack has like a big smite to it. Seeker, is that the end of your turn?
Hey, Ren.
Yes.
Since we're learning in first session, can I change my order to get some extra attacks?
Change your order?
Change
What do
my
you
order
mean?
of my actions. So I could have done my 2 attacks and then bonus action done my rite of the lightning or storm, which would have sent me into a blood frenzy, which then would have given me 2 more attacks.
Why would it have given you 2 more attacks? That's 4
Because-
attacks on a single turn.
Yeah, but once I bloodlust, I'm forced to move to the closest creature and take an attack.
So you would have gotten 3 attacks, not 4.
3, sorry. You
Okay,
can
gotcha.
choose. You can choose whether or not to use your extra attack feature for this frenzied attack.
But you don't have extra attack yet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so you would have gotten 3 attacks. So go ahead and make another attack. I'll say yes. Go ahead and make one more attack.
And it's probably still gonna roll
Yeah, well.
incorrectly.
So add 4. That's a 20. That's a hit. And then roll damage. And then roll Rite of the Flame.
Oh, that's still a
Or Rite
negative
of the
1.
Lightning. I know it is.
Damn.
That's an 8. That's a 10. This guy's almost fucking dead. So you just walk up to this dude and straight up just start mauling him to death. You almost killed him in 1 turn.
Next turn, he will kill him.
All right, Treyan, it's now your turn.
Well, I think I know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna light him up. as
Fucking
they
lightning
say.
just sparks across you.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized we have Volibear and Kennen right now. Anyway,
Close, please. Okay.
roll
Could
me a
you
d12.
stop lagging, please?
Oh no, not the lag. That's what we moved to Foundry for.
I know.
Wait, hold on.
Whoops.
What?
Oh, ignore that dice roll. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Rolling
just a damage roll.
Question:
3
Oh,
damage.
damn.
the big guy, the one that you witch bolt?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and Treyan, you still have a bonus action movement. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna have a little,
Hang out?
gonna hang out with him a little more.
Okay, great. Call.
Okay. So I will. No, God, that's not what I wanted. 20 feet to get to here.
Okay.
Then
Oh, sorry.
make an attack.
Okay.
Which should be flanking.
Yeah,
He
sure.
would Be engaged.
Yeah,
with
he's
mine.
correct.
So then, that's not the one I wanted.
Elven accuracy. It's what's for
Yes.
dinner. Okay. Roll damage.
How much HP does this one that I'm hitting have left?
It's close to death, which means it's got less than 10% of its health left.
So that's 11 points damage.
Because it should have been
11.
taking... Sorry.
Sorry, 11 points of damage is plenty enough to kill this thing. So as you just walk up to it and just begin rending it with your sword, it falls apart. You manage to strike like a vital area, and the whole thing just crumples into bone, like a pile of bones.
Cool. Action surge, dash, get over here, and then second strike on this guy.
Ah, nice. Okay,
So
and then this is your bonus action strike.
yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's gonna hit. These guys are pretty flimsy, so let's see if you can hit one shot it. If possible.
10.
Yep, it's dead.
Nice.
Cool.
Just
Okay, that'll
fucking.
be- Actually,
knock-
I'll use the rest of my movement to move up a little further.
That works. Yeah. Knock the fucking Minotaur skeleton down, turn around, and then just half kill one of the skeletons by just knocking it in half, basically. And then Jedediah, you had something to say?
I get +1 to the damage. Another +1 to the damage while I'm in this form. So he takes 3 more damage.
Gotcha. Okay. Note. Oh, hold on.
Not sure if that
There you go.
knocks
Noted.
him out. Okay.
I took the BG off tracker. That's okay. He's about to die anyways. It's okay. He goes after Gunrik. I'll remember it. All right, Call's turn is over Melrinya.
Nice. Size by. Can I get here? I can't get here. Can I get here? I can get here.
Mhm.
Can you get here? You can. You totally can. All right, cool. I'm gonna get here. Okay. I'm gonna smack this guy.
Pretty flimsy looking skeleton as he like draws his bow, turns around, and is gonna fire an arrow at you. Oh no!
Clickety clickety, can't hit me with that attack.
An arrow fires as you swing your sword down, and it strikes your gauntleted hand. It doesn't do any damage, but it throws you off balance.
Wait, I was right here. Okay, I'm gonna move up 5 feet.
Okay, sure. Continue.
Since it's still 30. And Pablo,
Any bonus actions?
Yeah, bonus action is gonna tell Pablo to beat the shit out of this guy because he's mean. So Pablo's gonna move here. he's gonna attack.
Okay.
Hey!
Just roll damage instead. What?
Wait. That
Wait.
definitely
Wait,
only
it'll-
rolled 1d8. Okay.
Weird. Yeah, it only did. Okay, roll another d8.
All right.
I'm kind of surprised you haven't noticed that it's been doing that.
Well, Pablo hasn't crit yet, so 7 points of damage minus 4. Okay, gotcha. So,
yeah, that's weird.
That is weird. What the fuck? Maybe it's an NPC thing. Oh, it only says D8, so it doesn't have a number to multiply.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh,
Weird. I'll fix
Wait.
that later too. I don't know why. All right, that skeleton's fucking dead though.
Oh, okay.
And with that, Melrinya, your turn is over.
Yep.
Pablo's turn is over.
Oh no, that takes an action. Never mind.
Gunrik and Donkey. See, this guy's 45 feet from you. This guy's 25 feet from you. What are you doing, Gunrik? Session's almost over, by the way, guys.
Did Gunrik pass out?
Steven, you still with us? That's okay. I think I know what Gunrik would do.
Don't take this from me. I need this hit.
Oh,
But,
I'd like
yeah.
to see it. I want to see him get demolished.
Okay. I think I know what Gunrik's gonna do. Gunrik is gonna run up here. Okay, and he's gonna use. He could get like right here, and he's gonna throw something. Hold on.
What can he throw?
He's gonna throw his club.
Oh.
19 hits. 9 points of damage. That's plenty enough to kill this fucking skeleton. As he just throws the club, it just falls to pieces as he throws it with enough force to destroy the skeleton. These things are pretty flimsy. Donkey would just stay there. All right. And there's only one creature left. Aurelie, are you going to try to kill it?
Can I hold an action?
Or if he doesn't die?
Yeah.
There's a
I
chance
can't
I
see through
miss
that bush,
everything.
can I?
Yeah, you can hold that action. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Oh god. How do...
Right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over there and then hold an action if Jedediah doesn't kill it.
Okay. Jedediah, roll your attacks.
All right, so there's 1 and 2 attack. Too many extra clicks, and then you're doing the math.
So-
on if they
So,
hit.
pro tip: if you click attack, there's a little thing that says number of attacks, and you can drop that down to do up to 4 attacks at a time.
Oh.
hmm
Good to know.
So-
So 7 and a 10 both miss.
Well, no, remember the math is off.
Oh right, yeah, no. So both of those definitely hit. So roll damage.
Okay, so we'll roll the damage hits 2 normal.
I will say you basically can't not kill this thing.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
you just
literally just
Um,
trying to see how much damage that I can do.
My
Jedediah.
spectral,
How do you want to do this?
spectral thingy too.
Oh yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
also roll 3d6 plus 3 for me.
3 minus 1.
That's fine. 14. Okay, so yeah, that's 7. That's 1. That's 1. That's going to be 9, and 14 is 23 points of damage to this thing. It had like 30 health, so you just murder it. As Jedediah, how do you want to do this?
I mean, I'm literally like I stick my claws in either side of its jaw, and I just rip his head literally apart, and then
Excellent.
down through his
Just
pelvis.
the fucking Resident Evil style bullshit. As you just rip him apart, he falls to the ground, a pile of bones, and you are all left surrounded by these undead, which you have encountered here.
One note, I do have to do this, please. Okay, we succeed, and I drop my form before I kill a friendly.
Okay, excellent. Good point. Good point. So you do not rage out and go kill one of your allies. You do see the bodies of the undead laying about. Strange to see, though not necessarily rare creatures. It's weird to see undead here. The campsite is somewhat recently used. For those of you that are trained in survival or perception, you can tell that it's only a few hours old. So it is entirely possible that she left here not long ago, as it is definitely Valhalla's camp. You do find a kind of scrap of blue cloth within the camp that kind of confirms this for you as well, as you've seen like her wardrobe and what she wears, and she wears a lot of blue and silver. So,
I don't think this looks too good. I think she's. I mean, do you think she's dead?
There would be. There's no blood, right?
you don't see any blood now.
There is no blood.
That's a good point.
What about drag marks?
You don't see any drag marks or signs of struggle. Roll a perception check. Anybody can.
Okay. Perception.
I told
Jedediah,
you,
you're
I
still-
need to collect classes. When we get back to camp, I want to know how much classes cost.
Sure, Jedediah, you're just shaken from the experience of transforming. It's not something you're. It's something you're not, unused to, but it's also a harrowing experience every time.
We're young into the career, okay?
Right? Yeah. Okay, so a 15 or higher gets you information that. I'm sorry, an 18 or higher gets you information.
Oh damn!
Hold on.
I'm 22.
Clear. Oh no, I'm sorry. It is a 15 or higher on this one. 18 is usually the default DC for these, but it's 15 on part 3. You discover that it was definitely Valhalla that made this camp, and you don't see any signs of struggle within the camp itself, except for the more fresh ones that you just experienced from killing these undead. It looks like you see one boot track kind of in the deep mud that is not far off from here. Looks like she did proceed within into the Willow Grove. Additionally, kind of looting around, just taking what you can from the undead and checking the undead. They don't seem to be anybody that you know. You fairly certain these are not people from camp. And you do find a little bit of loot here. Somebody roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
Not me. I've been rolling piss poor lately.
You said these people aren't from camp.
Nice. They are not from camp. And then somebody roll me a D6, please.
Do they have any identifying marks or sigils or anything?
They do not. 5. Okay.
She didn't
nice.
leave anything like behind at camp.
She did actually. So with the perception checks, you note that there are number 1, multiple people stayed in this camp overnight. There was not just Valhalla. And then number 2, there are some small belongings left behind. Notably, you find a small silver necklace.
Small silver necklace.
Mm-hmm. Looting around, there is actually a fair amount of loot here.
Dead. Camp. Camp.
find salvage, which are just randoms and random armor scraps and weapons, worth about 500 silver in total. And then you also find a set of scale mail in fairly pristine condition that the white is wearing.
Okay, notes, loot.
Okay.
Salvage. Anybody need this scale mail?
Pablo does.
Pretty valuable.
Okay, you can have it.
What?
You can't actually. Well, you
No,
could
don't
wear it,
believe
but
No. I refuse.
You could have it made to fit him.
I think he would just lose AC though.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think you would too. Okay. So, as you gather your wits about you, take a breath after the encounter, and turn around, realizing that you can't follow her into the Willow Grove, and that your job here is done for now. You do return to camp over the next several hours. It is dusk when you arrive, and you walk into the war room. Your mission report prepared along the way,
Oh yeah.
and handed in to Commissioner Merrick. Takes a look at it. Good job. Produces 1,000 silver for each of you, so all of you can add 1,000 silver to your sheet. And that is where we'll end the session.